I actually have to connect Kinku. I forgot to do it.
My immersion.
Ruined forever.
I know. There it goes. And I will mute through the ads, and I'll start while the ads are playing. I'll do the recap. So, when we last left off, for those of you who were not here, I will start with what Marok missed. So, they invaded the warehouse of the Steelwaters, and in a bid to arrest them, began a combat that led to the leader of the Steelwaters throwing a Molotov onto a set of crates that released a large creature made of ink. That was the first boss. They defeated it with no casualties. The only person that almost went down was Orion. Got a little close there. He still had second win, so he was ultimately okay. But yeah, he did get a little close. And
I can do this all day.
And after that, they interrogated the leader of the Steelwaters to find out where exactly the goods or the wine bottles filled with ink came from. With the zone of truth and some physical torture, Amaryllis was able to get the leader of the Steelwaters to confess that the wine, or the tainted wine that they were trying to smuggle into the festival, came from a estate called Crestview that was across the lake. Meanwhile, Kaizoru discovered another mark of the Raven, this time on the back of Orion's hand, on his glove. With a bit of confusion and the ability to see the watching Raven, Kaizoru explained that it is likely that the Raven Queen is using some of you as vessels, using your eyes to try to find him to some degree. But without much further ado beyond that, you took the all of you gathered up and you took the commandeered vessel that was used to bring over the bottles to the Crestview estate, where you arrived at the rolling fields of vineyards, being able to see the multi-storied, rich wine plantation from the top of the hill. And we were approaching the estate as you arrived on the scene, just at the base of the hill with a building overlooking it with magnanimous constitution. Around you, harvesting the berries and the grapes for wine from the vineyards, are steam automatons who man the fields in the place of traditional workers. As you ascended the hill, you noticed the two craven merchants had followed you. You also got some trinkets and baubles as well. Got some electrum coins, got a little bit of gold, got a magic item from that is a religious artifact to a god, to a white pantheon god. And also noticed some former NPCs who were across the sea or across the lake beforehand. Notably the large warforged covered in moss, the small kobold, and one of the lizard folks, and a dark elf that Kaizoru attempted to question, but ultimately didn't really get anything out of him because his explanation was fairly normal, and Kaizoru just didn't want to put up with it. And where we had left off was they were making a plan to go inside because the master of the mansion is holding a wine tasting for several nobles, and the plan was to try to seek out who exactly is in cahoots here, who is making the plan to try to get these ink creatures in, who is funding the transaction and ultimately the kidnapping of the painter that has led to the creation of these monsters. Because it is believed through the intelligence from the that was forced out of the leader of the Steel Waters that they're here somewhere. But the estate has always had a decent reputation with the capital.
Did you also
So
mention?
finding whoever is actually responsible. Go ahead. What do I need to mention?
I don't know if I heard the part where you mentioned where the mage that I saw when I tried to dispel magic, the mark is
Mhm.
is there, is in that building.
Oh, you mean the people that you saw in the vision?
Yeah.
Like when you tried to dispel the mark and I gave you a vision of people inside the estate?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are here as well, but we have technically backed up a little bit, so you haven't seen them yet.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Because the plan might change. I want to give the others a chance to kind of look around or talk to anybody if they want to while we're here, and before we break off into groups and you explore the estate and talk to people and meet some of the local flavor around the vineyard. But the last thing really before the plan was to head inside the estate with the wine tasting. You met the master of the estate, Darrowil Alvis, who is a high elf, has been in charge of the vineyard for a number of years, and his ward, a kobold named Reach Smallfry. And the last thing that was encountered was Captain Oryx and the Black Guard, along with the emissary from Suvenza, the Empire, Mr. Henriksen. They were harassing the master of the estate, saying that they do not, essentially implying that they do not want to bring down the force of the Empire because he is secretly planning something that could undermine the political discussions going on around the festival. So right now, he is a bit under duress to allow them to explore the property and to commence their own investigation because he's afraid that they might, unload the iron fist of Zubenza.
Basically, he's afraid they'll just pull off martial law and basically steamroll the place.
Basically, that's kind of
with
what is
soldiers,
implied.
tanks, and whatever else have you.
True, but that's more like that. Tanks is more of Kai's empire.
Not the point.
Mind if I input something real quick?
Of course.
Giving the item to Soren that we had gotten from the chest.
Yes. The item turned out to be It was a stone. It is a marbled stone wing called the Wing of Svadistara. The marbled wing. And it allows you a casting of Wind Wall once per long rest.
That's a good item.
Casting a wind wall?
Yes, Wind Wall, the spell.
Interesting.
But yeah, they were discussing wanting to last session wanted to give it to you. That was one of the things of loot they found from a chest.
Is this from the same lockbox that Marok had taken?
No, it wasn't. They found out what was in the lockbox, even though it wasn't opened, because the leader of the Steelwaters confessed that it was the deed of trade for the goods involving the the wine bottles filled with ink, which indicated that it came from the estate.
Here.
So it had the crest of the estate on it. But he just
Okay.
confessed to it. So
There
that
was
was
really no
before it
point
even got
in
open.
checking the lockbox anyway.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, Soren, do you want the marbled wing?
Yeah, that's a good item for me.
All right. Then you have the marbled wing. So it is a finely crafted angelic wing made of marble. It is smoothly and artisanally designed with subtle engravings that hint to its religious context in Sosa as belonging to a perhaps small statue of the goddess Svadhisthara. And as an action, you can just use it to cast Wind Wall.
Nice.
But on roll 20, if anybody is since Ivy is streaming, Baroque, you can see the estate grounds. So everything here is exactly like it was when they arrived here. So I put all of you back at the bottom of the hill. So the way I'm kind of explaining it is that before going inside the estate, you have taken a small reprieve to discuss amongst yourselves and perhaps see what you want to do before breaking off to explore. So rather than immediately accepting the master's invitation to go inside and experience the wine tasting with the other nobility who are here for visitation, you have taken a moment to catch your breath a little bit and talk amongst each other, as well as if you wish to discuss with any NPCs or anything like that you see, because 3 of you didn't get the chance to. But there are large automatons around the estate. You can see them kind of dotting all over the place. The master of the
Number
estate is at
16
the top
being
of the
over
hill.
there with covered in moss.
The large moss-covered Warforged who was there at the very first session. The Craven Merchants are here, as well as a mysterious man who is sat amidst the guest house over there, kind of in the bottom left-hand corner. He's sat upon a rocking chair, sort of overlooking the fields. But one of his arms is noticeably made of brass. But that said, you are free to resume your exploration, talk amongst each other. The only thing that is not here on the map anymore is Blackguard Oryx and Henriksen of Zubenza. They have already moved on. They are going to investigate the vineyard further, but it is very likely that depending on where you go, you could just run into them again. Also, they believe that the other emissaries are around here as well. Not all of them, but certainly the vampires from Kowloon, they believe to be are here.
All right. So I'm a little bit like hopelessly not caught up. I heard everything. Don't worry. So we're just to summarize a little bit, trying to figure out the ink monsters, see what's wrong, who's attacking the kingdom. Da 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 da. There was weird ink monster at the weird bandit base. That was not. And then there's a weird B plot with the Raven Queen.
Yes.
With like some of it likely using one of us as a spy, unknowingly.
Multiple of us, actually.
Multiple of us. Why are we at the vineyard? Like, just the very quick one.
We traced it back to here.
It is believed that the ink monsters are being sold through the bandits to arrive here. So you're trying to track down who is basically making the purchase, to find out who kidnapped which noble financed the kidnapping of the painter.
Yeah.
So you can track the painter down.
Gotcha.
Oh, and they invited all of us to wine taste, but they weren't judging your fit, so
okay.
Yeah, true.
that's not even a joke.
But it was basically, yeah, basically like they had decided that Kaizoru would go in because he upgraded his shoes, so he can be invisible now in dim light. But it was decided that Amaryllis and Soren were going to go in with Kaizoru invisible, and they figured that Marok would not want to change his clothes and wear a suit, so they figured him and Orion would explore the grounds. That was where we kind of left off.
I was about to say Orion could probably pass for a noble.
No. All right. Well, I'm not changing who I am.
I'm not wearing a suit.
Well, unfortunately for them, I can now climb walls. So,
Fortunately for you, you don't need to. I have psionic powers. I can just lift you if you allow it.
Nippers is right there.
That too.
okay. Well, Nippers can't wear a suit either. So,
That's what you
So
think.
you
True, he
say.
can't.
No, Nippers doesn't need to wear a suit. He just has a little top hat, like a dapper crocodile.
I guess I'll try to like see. Okay, is this like some type of like elite meeting type of thing? Because I feel like there's always some people who are like, sipping.
It's not-
Go ahead.
It's not really a super secret like meeting of the shadow government. It's more of just a lot. There are many rich nobles, specifically ones who will be attending the festival, that often pay a lot of money to taste the oh shit, I can't remember the name that I gave it. It was I can't remember what I decided. It was Ruby something. Ruby's Gleam? I can't remember. But it was a wine that is made here specifically at this vineyard.
Right.
The idea is that the wine is pretty much so good or so exclusive that getting to have a tasting like this is super.
I wouldn't say that. It's just they pay a lot of money to have a sample of it before the festival begins.
I mean, that's
Okay,
also what I'm implying too. When the festival begins, that wine's going to clear out like that.
Basically,
All right.
yeah.
I guess I'll not too much of. I guess I'll do like one or two things. I'll either like see if anybody's doing some. Is it like? It's like a vineyard, so we're like near some wilderness. I'm guessing.
Yes,
Yeah,
there is
pretty much.
It's about 50 acres of vineyard.
Okay. I guess I'll kind of like, patrol the area a little bit, make sure nothing funky is going on. Seeing if anybody's doing it, because there's always like some people doing some fuck off shady shit. It's a lot of land, and I figure I can cover some of it.
All right.
But just nothing doesn't hurt to do some looking here and there.
All right. Sounds good. Then I will set you to the side. But you're also more than welcome to talk to any of the NPCs or try to converse with the steam automatons if you want as well.
Marok is not talking to a robot.
Hello, human. No.
No. Also, I feel like the robots won't go too crazy. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep a good lookout. I think I'll just do that.
All right. So,
Orion's pretty much going to do the
charismatic
same,
people.
much like everyone else agreed. So,
okay. The Poggers, the Orion Marok duo holds up. So, all right, Soren, what do you want to do, sir?
I am very curious about this wine.
Okay.
Hey, we read all
Also,
the
they
characters, right?
And you did. Actually did. Also, Kaizura, would you have explained about your vision, or would you have kind of kept that to yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll catch Soren up to speed.
I
And
will
I
say
guess
this:
I'm
there is something at least on Orion's mind. Briefly, though.
Okay. Okay.
the mark for the Raven Queen's on his glove, right?
Yeah, it shows like it's on your hand as well. If you were to take your hand off,
I was about to say, like,
take your hand off, take your
that
glove
was
off.
mainly my question. Like, it's on the glove, not his flesh.
That's what he just
It
said.
is on your
So the
flesh.
question is, why couldn't I just, yank the glove off and chuck it?
No,
That's why. It is on your hand, and it shines upwards through your glove and projects out of it, as if it
Yeah.
always needs to be visible.
Maybe you should just try taking off your skin, Orion. Maybe that'll take care of it.
True.
Don't tempt me. I might actually do that.
Oh, brother. All right. Well, before we split up, Kaizora will explain to you that when he tried to dispel magic and remove the mark from Orion's hand, the magic reacted almost with a volatility, and instead showed him a vision of something. He could not have been sure if it was the future, the past, but he believes that it is relevant to whatever all of this is. And he saw 3 people sitting near a fireplace at a table amongst themselves, each one wearing masks. 2 with silver hair, and a woman completely covered, dressed in a dark gray attire. And they seem to have been talking.
Permission to give a slight retcon for that.
I mean, you can
Like,
retcon
now-
something for you.
That's what I meant. Like, now that I'm here, could I actually add something that Orion would have done?
Sure, depending on what it is.
Knowing of how his existence works, being like semi-immortal soul, finding out about the vision, being told about the vision, Orion would have basically told Kai to keep it in mind. Visions like that don't come very often, and if they do, there's always a reason for them.
Okay. You kind of reinforce your
Like whether it's a vision of the past or the future doesn't matter. There's always going to be a reason for it, so it's definitely going to be relevant, at least as far as he's concerned.
I mean, I'm sure he somewhat knows that himself, given that he is a cleric, but you kind of reinforce that status onto him. But with that being said, Soren, do you wish to talk to any NPCs or anything like that before we head inside?
I'm looking at the map.
The only other thing I would have done is actually go to check in with the merchant, see if they had anything for sale.
They've
No,
always
no one
got
out
something
here.
for sale.
I'll see the people inside are how interesting they look.
All right.
Oh, what are you
then-
selling?
And so it is that these 3 will split off and head towards the mansion, while we will have Orion
Have fun!
and Maroke explore the grounds.
I guess as we're approaching the mansion, I will, tap my throat and adjust my voice, and then say to both of them in turn, because I think I can only do one creature at a time, using my new 6th level feature. Like, if I need to talk, I can modulate my voice so only one person can hear it. Don't act alarmed, don't act surprised if you hear my voice out of nowhere.
Who's that?
Don't count.
And then I will tap my throat again as like a signal of me. At least I'll tap my throat if I'm gonna try to communicate with you guys. And I'll tap my throat again and return my voice to normal volume.
That's like I said, Stone Champ.
I'll nod in confirmation. I'm not sure if he could actually see Kaizora right now.
Yeah, the
Orion
shadow.
vaguely wonders if there's any way he can hide the mark, or if no one even pays attention to it.
No one that you've seen around here seems to even notice it there.
So it's likely that no one can actually see the mark unless they're aware of it, or aware of the Raven Queen.
all right. Maybe it's not just. It might just not be that crazy if someone just has a magical mark on them. Maybe.
True.
Well, I mean, it's
what
not only
if-
on his hand, but it's also shining through his glove, like it needs to be seen. That's kind of why I'm wondering that, like, if there's any way to hide it, or if like it's basically made to not be noticed by anyone who's unimportant,
I don't know.
or rather
Thoughts
anyone
for the future?
who isn't aware of the Raven Queen.
All right. The three of you approach the master of the estate, and Darrow will turn to look at the three of you. Ah, I see that you have arrived. Are you ready to head inside? The tasting will begin shortly, and I do not want to keep my guests waiting for much longer.
Soren will
All right,
Yes.
one of you. But it's like one of you is going to have to talk.
nod. Soren will nod. I think we're ready.
Very well.
Oh,
Then
am I not invisible? Hello?
no, you are. I made your token slightly opaque, bro.
Okay. No, because you said you dressed the three of us. I was like,
Oh, my bad. No, two of you.
He still should have answered.
what was that?
No, I made your.
Ah.
You are invisible. Your token is opaque. That's why. That's why I did that. But I just misspoke. He will approach the entrance to the Crestview estate, and he will beckon Reach. All right, Reach. Make sure they have a good time, and make sure no one gets up to any trouble. I will walk the grounds. The small kobold will turn his head towards the ground and say, "Yes, master. Of course." And the high elf will stub off, and you'll see him begin to walk out towards the fields.
After you, Soren. I'm sure you're familiar with handling the diplomatic types.
I will follow the little kobold in.
All right. He will brandish a. No. All right. Because the entrance is over here.
Oh shit!
Like, I'm going in my own way.
I mean, you can follow the master if you wish to.
Nah.
I mean, options
But-
there.
Reach will brandish a small bronze key, and he will push it into the lock and give it a simple turn. You will hear a clatter of the window pane door as the latch undoes, and he will take hold of the gilded doorknob and give it a firm twist. Pushing the entranceway in, he will allow you all to step forth into the room. You are greeted by the fine halls of the estate. It is fairly tight when you first walk in, as the causeway does not give too much room, perhaps to walk shoulder to shoulder, given it is mainly a 5-foot space, mostly to allow one entrance at a time, likely to enhance the viewing experience of the fine chandeliers that hang from the rafters.
And probably avoid what you're trying to do now with sneaking in while invisible.
But you are greeted swiftly by the smell of fresh baked goods, fine food, and the tart sweetness of the most pristine wine. It was Ruby's Gift. That was the name I had decided for it. Oh, I forgot because there was not opaque over here.
There he is.
Get him.
You know, I just thought of something. Wouldn't Amaryllis also be like a potential problem given given their status as like what, captain of the guard?
I didn't think of
I
that.
mean, Why is that a problem?
That's why I didn't think
If
of
you're
it.
if you're trying to find out who's involved with this sort of thing, they might not be they might notice you, recognize who you are, and then make a break for it.
Bro can't drink a nice cup of wine.
Exactly.
Running is just incriminating.
Exactly.
Besides, we don't have to stay next to each other the entire time.
Bye. No, I'm
It-
kidding.
You both just turn on and wait a minute.
Well,
Wait, I know that
I'm just-
guy.
Wait a minute, he's a guard. Yeah.
But the
Jesus, it's a bus.
the three of you make entrance inside. The sound of Kaizoru's footsteps completely muffled by his enchanted shoes, giving none of them merely I guess a hint or a glean that his presence is amongst the nobility. But Soren, you and Amaryllis arrive inside, presenting yourselves in the full flesh. You recognize the nobility. Maybe not necessarily their names due to their status belonging to perhaps lower ranking houses, but they very likely all belong to this country, as they are not emissaries and they do not bear the marking of distinct natives from other places. Like, for example, Soren, you did not notice the familiar white signery of Sosa on any of them, or the crests that mark their status from the land of the White Pantheon. More so, they are adorned in I suppose since this is the western part of the country, a firm western garb, Cornish hats, feathers, pompous powdered wigs, and most strikingly of all, each one wearing an adorned mask, each one having some unique engraving or appearance that marks its separation from each other. Likely the nobles knowing what these masks mean and their symbolism. But for most of you, it provides an elusive mystery to the person beneath.
For most of you, it's literally just a masquerade party.
But with that said, they chat amongst each other. They speak confidently in loud voices. Some whisper amongst themselves. And you are free to explore at your leisure. As let me go get Reach because I forgot him. I meant to copy his token and bring him with you. Oh my god, Kaizoru's token's in the way. Get out of the way. And Soren's too. Get out of the way. Reach's token's so fucking small.
They're moving their actual token.
There he is. Alright. Bringing the two of you inside, as Kaizoru kind of slips off to the side. Well, feel free to make yourselves comfortable. The tasting, as it were, is not quite ready. The wine preparations are still underway, and the Ruby's gift will be out in nothing more than a few minutes. But you're a guest of the estate. Feel free to order food, do whatever you need.
Soren will nod and then just look down or look around and then look back at Reach. Are we supposed to have masks or is that special?
That is just a festival custom, considering the Paperlight Wine Festival is within the next night. Also, I meant to say that when you arrived here, it's sunset, so you have one full day left, starting tomorrow, before the festival begins. The festival often is complemented with masked individuals, celebrants. And the nobles like to indulge a little bit early. It's always been that way. It's just tradition. I'm sure the captain can tell you.
Soren will nod.
But it's not required. You don't have to wear one.
It's okay. I always keep one on me, and then I'll cast Minor Illusion and give myself a little mask.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
Oh!
as you cast magic blatantly in view of others, you will gain the attention of a few people. And I'll
Point them out.
if you're wondering why their tokens are a bit big, it's because when I made these maps, I didn't have the players' tokens here to judge the sizes, and it's really hard to judge token sizes without the players present.
Oh, you just got like that. You see the notification at the bottom? It's like fucking the dungeon aggro. I think that's what you just got.
Yeah, you certainly draw a little bit of attention. Most notably, this man right here. And I'll do a focus ping on each of the ones that turn to look at you.
Nice.
That man will look at you. You'll see his head subtly turn. He makes no great motion towards you, but his head will turn to face you.
First person of interest. Who else?
This man will lean back in his seat and slightly raise an eyebrow. And his lips will curve into a litigious smile. And this masked individual will look towards you. And they will actually speak to you. Soren, as their voice pipes out through the mask, you find it difficult to tell. It is almost as if something, perhaps either a spell or something within their mask, alters their voice to disguise it. And you cannot tell if it marks the trademark deepness of a man or a woman. But you certainly can tell that it is intentionally distorted. That is a neat parlor trick. I would advise, though, that you be wary of who you cast magic around. You never know who might be able to turn such a fantastic gift against you. You are in the presence of great power.
I'm gonna say I'd raise my eyebrow, but my face is covered now. But I guess I'll turn towards the person speaking and give a little nod. Thanks for the warning.
Of course. I can tell that this is your first time at a wine tasting of this magnitude. So it is unsurprising you do not know the traditions, nor the risks. So consider this advice friendly and free. But next time, I may charge you.
Soren will chuckle a little bit. And I guess gesture at the chair in front of me. Is open?
It is vacant currently.
I'll sit. Or I'll look to sit, or I'll gesture to or move to sit and see if they try to like stop me or seem uncomfortable or anything.
It is difficult to tell given the coverage of their face and the blankness of their body language. However, they seem to be quite proficient and unfazed by your presence. In fact, their posture is comfortable and relaxed, and the only slightly amiss thing your eyes notice is a delicate hand placed gently upon the hilt of a rapier.
I will have a seat at this table for now.
All right, you sit down. Amaryllis, is there anything you want to do?
I'll take a seat at the bar. Close within earshot, but not directly with them.
Okay. You sit down at the bar, And the two behind it will approach you. And the man will speak first, having a more confident posture. Well, do my eyes not betray me? The captain of the guard, right here on the Alvis estate. My, did I ever think I'd see the day?
The one and only.
And what
I'll say
brings you?
currently.
And what brings you to the house of the Ruby's gift, Captain?
Merely perusing some of the suppliers for the event.
Oh, I did not realize that was a part of your duties.
Sometimes
I did
it's
not
on
know.
rotation.
He'll rest a thumb and forefinger upon his chin as he contemplates a little bit. I had not heard you were experienced in the markings of wine, my lady.
Is that not something I advertise?
I see. We must all keep certain aspects of ourselves close to the chest, I suppose. But whatever it is you need, feel free to ask. And he will grin. And as he kind of leans forward, he'll say, if there is anything, I can probably swing it for you. I am Natiel Alvis, son of Darrowwill. So that does make me part owner here.
Oh, are you the heir?
One of the heirs.
Next in line?
Firstborn son.
Is that you answering my question?
Yes. He'll say after a brief pause.
Jots down a note in front of him. Suspiciously avoid answer.
The other elf behind the bar will pat his shoulder gently. It is all right, Natiel. You need not boisterously provide your credentials. Yeah. I am sorry, sister. I tend to forget myself. I am trying to just impress upon the guard captain, given her status. And the elf will introduce herself to you. I am Cynthia. I am second-born sister.
Pleasure.
Know that your presence is welcome amongst these grounds, guard captain, and that we are excited to provide for the festival this year, as always.
I'll bow my head slightly in respect.
She'll give a meek little smile and step away towards the back. All right, Kaizoru, as the pieces on the game board are being set, walking amongst the room, you recognize 3 distinct individuals. Those who are sat near a fireplace. In a corner amongst themselves, they do not speak to anyone, but they talk quietly amongst each other. They speak purely and plainly. But for some reason, as you draw near to this corner, you cannot make out what it actually is they are saying. You're not sure what language that they're speaking.
So is it because I can't hear them? I can't make it like I don't know what they're saying, or they're just speaking something unknown.
Oh, they're just speaking something that you don't seem to be familiar with.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know that's them though. So
Actually, what languages do you speak? It's in your token. I could
Elvish,
just look
Elvish,
up.
Elvish, and
English?
Undercommon.
Elvish and yeah. All right. Make me a. You might know of it, so make me a history check.
All right. R.
An 8. The closest that you can come to is it sounds like Sylvan.
All right. Well, I can confirm that's them, but now I have to find a way to tell. Okay.
Thinkers.
Any
Any inspiration?
He's trying really hard to think about this.
Okay. I'm going to.
I think he already has an inspiration.
Yeah, I still have.
Speaking of which-
I've been holding on to that for a while.
Speaking of which, have we taken a short rest yet?
You gotta refresh because you leveled up, brother.
Man, what's even the point of being an inspirational leader? Where's my
also-
party pass?
Also, Orion, because you leveled up, that pretty much counts as a long rest. You get an inspiration because you're a human.
We'll wait for Reach to move.
Well, what about
Okay.
me?
What about me? Did you want? I don't know. I feel like to be an inspirational leader, you gotta be there to inspire the people. Not gonna do that.
I feel like a good army doesn't need it to be inspired.
I don't think that's a better argument. I'm reading.
You can use inspirational leader if you want to.
Just hear him,
No, it's fine. I don't remember
hear him
what it
echoing from outside the window. All right.
Bro doesn't even remember what it does.
I know it gives temp HP, but I'm not looking that up right now. As long as people get their inspiration, I don't really care. That's from a different
Alright.
feed.
Well, Reach will run behind you, Soren, and he will kind of hop over the counter. And you'll see him disappear towards the back. Well, I guess he'll run behind Soren, and Amaryllis will see him hop the counter and kind of run towards the back. It is likely still you might have a little bit more, or a little bit longer. Is there anything you want to talk? Is there anything you want to do, say, talk about, or do you want to just wait, champ? As Kaizoru kind of creeps up behind you.
It's
Soren.
closer.
I'm gonna go in the opposite.
You feel-
I'll go with the opposite ear. Well, assuming there's like a bit of silence between their, I don't know, their back and forth.
It feels like somebody
This is,
wants to tell me something.
but yeah, I will lean down and whisper, like very, very quiet. I like
I have really good hearing.
the mages from Vision are in the corner, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I guess I will, without turning my head, I'll just cut my eyes in my mask and just glance at the corner.
Seeing your attention become slightly occupied by something else, the masked individual that you're sitting next to will quiet their voice ever so slightly. There's something grabbing your eye that is not before you.
I guess I'll take a wider look around the room. Like there's just I am not used to, I guess, people hiding their identities, especially in a place like this. I understand for the festival, but doesn't it seem a bit early?
Well, it is likely that many of those here have agendas of their own. Political maneuvering is a complicated game, you know. Hiding your identity is just another part to play.
Soren will nod. That makes sense. But no, sorry. Didn't mean to, I guess, seem like you were boring.
It is quite all right. You can call me Termina.
Badass name. Soren will nod. And you gotta think of a name.
Obviously, that is not their real name.
I know. I'm trying to think of an alias. Shit.
Naros. Yeah.
You can call me Lift.
Unusual name. Even for a fake one.
Fake. And I'll like feign surprise.
I appreciate your candor. I appreciate your candor, but your honest face betrays a weak lie.
I'll tilt my head a bit like, can you see through the mask?
Now that would rob this event of some of the fun, wouldn't it? After all, I did see you walk in without it.
That's fair. Alright, Termina. I guess I'll glance across the table. Has the other person who the other guy at the end of the table, has he been like paying attention to the conversation, just kind of like stone champion?
He is notably interested, but has yet to speak.
All right.
But you notice a more of an air of patience from this individual. You can read the aura. you can feel the aura. Whereas Termina seems to be more confident and boisterous. The one at the end of the table seems to be more patient and withdrawn.
Nodders. Are any of the other tables talking from what I can hear?
Yeah, they're all discussing things of various different degree. Make me a how high is your passive perception?
Not very high, unfortunately.
All right, then perception check it is.
Let's. Oh, brother.
All right. Amidst the noise and the jovial musings of the nobles, it is hard to pick out any distinct conversations. Although Kazoru's passive perception is very high, and as he is here to lend an ear, amongst the unique conversations, Kazoru, you can hear this man over here speaking to these at the table, and he will say, "And thus my hands drew like a crack of lightning upon my pistol, and with a single well-placed shot he lied dead at my feet. And thus marked the end of the noble duel of Flomleclaw." And the woman at the table will gently clap her hands. "Master, What a story. Regale us with yet another tale of your bids to the death in the vie for power of your estate. But of course, I have many to spare. Allow me to regale you with the entertaining wood giant of the hill Bon Song Kwa.
Oh.
And he will begin to spin another yarn. All right, Kaizoru. I will need you to make me an insight check.
Oh, all right.
Aha! He's cooking.
I prefer it.
Kaizoru. While you do not know Thieves' Cant, this is not this is almost what you glean to be what you kind of pick out to be a variation of it. It is noble speak.
What the fuck?
Noble
So-
can.
Noble
No.
cant, yeah, exactly. So throughout your travels, you have
Rich
you
cat.
have you have understood that in some circles of high power, the intentions of those that hold said power are not often clear to the common man, and they will speak in long made-up stories that outline a hidden language or a meaning behind their words.
Mhm.
And your insight check being 18 allows you to kind of read between the lines of his stories. And you surmise that this man, this gentleman at the table, who had claimed to have shot another man in a duel, is not actually the meaning of the story that he is telling. More so that likely someone here at this party is planned to do with an unfortunate accident before the end of the tasting.
Hmm. Okay. That's a lot. All
That is a lot, yep.
right. Okay. I probably why I'm going to tell Amaryllis, but she's over there in the bright light, so have to.
Hey kid, I want to buy a watch. Come over here. You should like spill some wine or some shit on the floor, and everybody like, "Oh shit!" What?
Well, no matter what, I'm about to have to go to Maroke and Orion because I've spent a decent amount of little time here. And we have to go catch up with the others.
Oh no, please go ahead. I don't mind.
50 men dead.
All right. Before I head over there, you still got a little bit of time, Kaizoru, because he did say the end of the tasting. So while you are not affiliated with noble culture to that extent, you've likely never attended a wine tasting. Bit too highbrow for you as a traveler. You cannot be sure of exactly how long they usually last.
Okay.
Could be an hour or two. It could be 50 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows. But you have a feeling that you have a bit of time. But Reach will return and kind of reaching up his hands, he will claw himself atop the bar since there's no stools behind it to help him out. Ladies and gentlemen of the estates of Jay, let the Ruby's Gift tasting officially commence. The wine will be brought out as of right now. You will each receive a glass, and your table will each lay claim to one bottle. The bottles are not permitted to leave the ground. And the interest of the room will suddenly perk up, and everyone will turn towards the bar. As soon they begin to bring out the wine. And while I do not have tokens made for, like, servants, we'll just say that soon the room is swept forth by servants of various races. 2 to 3, who will bring out silver serving trays, each with a bottle of wine and glasses enough for everyone at each table. And both of the heirs of the estate will step out from behind the bar onto the floor. So both Natiel and Cintiel. And Reach will just sit on the edge of the bar beside Amaryllis and just kind of watch as everything unfolds. And I will go to our intrepid duo. Mr. Would Be Noble and Mr. Never Be a Noble. All right, Orion and Marok. The two of you take a little bit of time to explore the grounds. You travel to various places, gathering information, likely from any field hands that you find. And you pick up bits and bobs throughout your walk. You do not catch sight of anything suspicious that stands out to the naked eye. But you do see that amongst the roving fields of Vineyard, there is quite a lot of what appear to be guest houses, temporary stations for field hands, farm hands, and large barns with strange-looking not really mechanical, but steel silos attached to the sides of them. You do not investigate them immediately, but your travel does bring you towards what appears to be a much older, ramshackle-looking building. You hear a subtle labor song being whistled by workers. Not machine, but man. As they lay toil to the fields. And out here, it seems, they still appear to be harvesting the vineyard by hand and plow and tool, which is a far cry from the rest of it that seems to be automated by automatons. And Orion, you can move your token, and I'll move Marok wherever he wants to go.
Why is there a shirtless satyr in the lower left?
That is not a satyr.
But he is shirtless.
He is shirtless. That is true. But are you actually interested, or are you just being like, why?
I mean, I'm not saying whether I'm swiping left or right just yet. I have to take
Okay, now.
I am at least. He is at least standing a little bit different from the the rest of the farm hands and automatons, etc.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to try to approach him.
Okay.
What does he seem like that he's doing? Does he seem like just another guest, or is he like at work?
He is actually at work. As you approach, you notice that he appears to be hauling forth large pails of water from the well inside this older building. He appears to be hoisting them onto ballast planks that hang on his shoulders, and he is at about his 6th or 7th full pail of water.
With a man of your stature, you must have quite a story to be working here.
He will be caught a little bit by surprise, hearing a voice suddenly perhaps query him. Ah. I did not notice someone approach. Greetings. A half-orc around here. Not many of those.
I am not native. Far from it.
You're asking for my story?
I am at least curious. Your face is different from the others.
Well, that is likely because I hail from a land that is across the sea, you could say. I am not even originally from this area, this country.
What would I need to roll to potentially discern where he's from?
Maybe if you listened, maybe a perception check. Open your ears.
Yeah,
I think
you could just listen. You could just listen. You could just also ask him.
I figured it'd be funny if Orion just realizes who
DM, can I roll for
Okay.
racism? Does he seem south or east? Yeah. Judge.
I'm proficient.
I'm not Hey, Ivy certified, not racist.
No, I'm mostly joking about that. Although what Orion does want to do is investigate the well.
Okay. You look over in the well. You look over in the well.
Another plane.
And it appears to just be a well full of water.
Stuff you have to jump in. There's money down there.
There is money. Maybe there's more.
I do remember there was a campaign that somebody got dragged down a well.
Hey.
Yeah, Orion peeks over. Yeah, he just gets dragged down by a random hand. No.
It's an inkwell. Something.
Ironically, you're not wrong. He was looking in to try and discern if there was any sign of the ink monsters coming from there.
So while he's representing the well, what is Nathan's thought say?
All right, let me continue over it. I am from a land across the sea, from a smaller village. Although in my youth, my village was razed by bandits. It was burned to the ground, and I defended it solely with a pitchfork. At least I tried. He'll give a glower look at you, Marok, noticing that you have a kind of a hardened physique to you and a large weapon at your beckon. Unlike you, warrior, I fled in cowardice.
Courage and cowardice exist in every man. It is not wrong to run away if you are afraid.
Let Marok have his moment, Orion. Orion, brother, let Marok have his moment. He's not been here for like 3 weeks. Let my man shine a little. Then you can say your thing.
You still fought. All warriors must start somewhere. Although, maybe your spirit was broken this day. It seems that your body was not. Sometimes that is more important.
I appreciate that sentiment, warrior of the wilds. My people have dubbed me Soft Heart, and thus I feel no longer welcome in my homeland. So I have come here. I walked until my legs could not move, and I sailed till my skin was blistered by salt and sun. And thus, here I am, hoping to apply my strength to a peaceful life.
Yet you still recall this story as if it was yesterday. And easy off
He'll
the
give
tongue.
you it. He'll give you a nod as he answers that he does. I suppose starved, dehydrated. Not much left in me that you could call a man. The master of this place took pity on me and gave me this place. He said that once I was strong enough, and once I resembled who I used to be, I could charge this place as my own and run this part of the vineyard. He fed me and gave me clothes. Although now I have made my own clothes and since done away with the garb that he provided me. And though I do not feel welcome home, I try my best to still wear the colors that represent my people. And you'll see the kind of tie-dyed, multicolored adornments along his waist and the strap that he holds beneath his shoulder, kind of wrapped around his bicep.
I too have traveled far from my own tribe, hoping to one day start my own. I can relate somewhat. But we all must follow our own path. But for now, I must ask you something. You must be familiar to the people that walk through this land. Have you seen anything odd happen?
If you may forgive my wanting. Why exactly is it that you need to know?
There is a danger to the kingdom that we are trying to investigate as well as solve. We have evidence that led us here.
Danger. I assure you, both of you gentlemen, there is no danger here.
Even if
I
there is
am
not...
the
Go ahead.
I am the charge of the workman's house. All of those here are specifically under my care, both man and creature. We are the last part of this vineyard that is not overrun with those strange metal men.
And even you must recognize as a leader. You must exercise caution. If there's anything suspicious you've seen, allow us to help.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Here's hoping.
I got advantage, so.
True.
Yeah.
I don't have the best persuasion, but we'll see. I'll still roll it though.
Orion can use inspiration on it.
Oh, wow, so can I.
True. So can you.
All right, so 16, not bad.
Okay, 16. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You can't get into the roll 20. I have to actually look at your thing in the other chat.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was like, where is it? Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, my heart would not would not take it if I lied. Suspicious, I'm not sure, but there has been some strange going-ons as of late. Although I have done my best to try to turn an eye away from. I have not seen anything like any cruelty or any danger, as you put it, that seemed to be going about the capital. But there are people that come and go from the estate at night. They travel amidst the woods in small groups.
Armed?
I am not sure. I do not like to interfere myself where in in such matters. I like to ensure that my people here are safe. And I've not investigated further, but I've seen them.
It's
I
good
do
you
know I
did,
can
just
point you
please.
towards before you say that, Orion. You can finish that thought. So hold that thought 1 second. He's gonna direct
I
you to
also don't
someone else.
think to tell him to anyway, but go ahead.
Yeah. But I can tell you who to ask. Someone here is a bit unusual themselves. And he is standing over there by the fence. And he'll kind of point around the building. Just talk to Bert around the corner. I'm sure he has a lot more to say about such things.
I appreciate this, friend. I know it is not easy to entrust strangers. I will do
Nathan,
my not
Oh.
out of use to trust.
address me by Nathan. That is my birth name.
Nathan.
Or Soft Heart, if you must.
And you may call me Marok. In my tongue, it means young wolf.
You may call me Orion.
It is nice.
It's on my birth certificate.
It's,
Hey, I've been waiting to speak to the guy the whole time. Excuse me.
I know. Yeah, you're about to get your chance. It's nice to make your acquaintances, gentlemen. Just if this interaction means anything to you, though, just do not harm anyone or bring too much stress to this part of the grounds. The stress is for the master and the nobles. For here it is gentleness and work.
You are a good man, Nathan. And I don't blame you for running away back all that time ago from your original home. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. What matters more is what you do after the event happens. Whether you let the fear control you, or if you move forward past it. And what you're doing here with trying to protect the workers here under your command is a good thing as well. To be honest, I believe you have the capabilities to be a good leader to a lot of people like this. So for what it's worth, good luck.
Thank you, young master. Your words move my soul. And I will continue to do what I am, I suppose, resigned to do. I am happy here. And I wish the two of you luck in your venture.
Oh, very well. Thank you for sharing your story.
But before you
Go ahead.
leave, Moreau, he will reach Well, he will lift a part of his waistcloth that he's wearing that's wrapped around him, and you will see what appears to be a long horn, almost like the horn of an ox, because that is what he is. He is a Tatsu. He is an oxen. He is a member of the oxen race, and he will hand
he's
you
he's an
the
ox man.
horn that is built. Yeah, he's an ox man. Yeah, he will hand you the horn from the holster on his waist. I suppose if your journey will be taking you into more danger, this has some right to be with you. It does me no good to have such a thing anymore.
Unprecedented to give someone such a gift after meeting for only moments. I will accept.
Well, my heart might be soft, but my generosity, I hope, is as big as the open sea. It is not an antique or some mystical weapon from my homeland. It is just an old horn with a little bit of magic left. One of the only things I was able to carry with me from my old life. I have a few other assorted little trinkets and memories, but I think this one is best suited with someone who can make actual use of it. All right. When you're ready for mechanics, tell me.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
All right. He has given you a small little magical item. Clutching it in your hand, you feel a lingering power still lying within the roots of the horn. It is called the Wind Horn of the Tatsu.
Okay.
You gain an additional 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
And when you move 15 feet or more in a single direction, upon making an attack roll against an enemy, you can add an additional d4 of damage.
Basically bulldoze them, like shoulder charge.
Pretty much, yeah.
Marok looks down at the horn, feeling the power flowing through it. A gentle kindness washes over him, reminding him of an old friend. As man, I knew someone that was fast and could hit like a truck.
I'll accept your gift. Thank you, friend. I hope in my travels, maybe we meet once again.
I would be open if you were to share a glass of wine with me.
Perhaps another. Maybe it's time I carry one with. I carry a water sack with me, full of spirits. But for now, Orion need to talk more business. Manuscript.
He will reluctantly nod. Then I will continue my work, and I will let you go about. You will see him raise his arm up to the air. And given that both of you kind of are in view of most of the people here, he will give a gentle wave of his hand, and their posture will openly, the posture of the field hands and the workers of the vineyard will noticeably relax, and their tools will slump more to their sides.
All right.
Seems almost like if he didn't give that signal, they probably would have been willing to just attack us on sight.
Whatever you wish to think.
And he will continue his gathering of water. Alright, so Bert is over here. If you guys want to talk to him. If you
Bert.
want to go around and find him. He is right there.
All right, Orion, you can have this one. You can talk to fucking Bert. He's a relative of Jim the waiter. I miss Jim the waiter. That was
True.
cool.
Alright, let me put his name on screen. Orion, you arrive at the man named Bert. And to your surprise, it is not a man. You arrive at a scarecrow that is standing idly, with crows atop its hat, its arms, and a pitchfork that it is holding. Its posture is stiff and lifeless. Although, when you get a little bit too close, he will lunge forward at you and go,
Whoa!
Nyah! And bearing his pitchfork, he will not try to attack you, but point it at you as you almost seem to startle him.
Or I got fucking panapped.
The instant he moves to like startle me like that, Orion's hands are now on his blades. Like he is ready to fight. He's ready to throw down if he has to. But sensing that the guy only wanted to just mess with him, he calms down after about a second.
Why are your footsteps so loud? Sonny, can't you see I'm trying to sleep here?
I feel uncomfortable up there, old man.
He will unattach himself from the thing that he is, or from the pillock that he is attached to, and he will flop to the ground. And as he lands on the ground, a burst of straw will fly out of his chest as he kind of crumples like a stack of potatoes.
Just plump.
But he will pick himself back up and eventually retake a form of unique shape, almost resembling a humanoid. However, something you notice, Orion, beneath his large brimmed hat is a skull, a human skull.
Interesting. I'm wondering if I should roll for this now.
Well, now, if you want to try to roll, make me a nature check or history check, if you want to try to roll. Or religion. You can do religion, too, if you want to.
Oh yeah,
You
Marok
said
is also
nature,
going
a
to
history
approach, but I
or
won't.
religion?
What'd you say? All right.
You said nature, history, or religion?
Yeah, pick one.
Okay, well, I actually have the best option in history.
All right, go for it.
43.
23. That's a good roll. Orion, you see that Bert is, to put it kindly, he is a undead. Or perhaps maybe he once was. But something about him appears different, given that the nature of undead is evil, just naturally. They are anti-life. Bert appears to have undergone some sort of magical transformation, you could say. Some sort of, almost like an identity rearrangement. maybe a purification or something like that. And he has become something more of a, what you can only guess to be a undead crossed with a sort of homunculus. Perhaps a soul that used to belong to an undead that now inhabits a scarecrow.
Interesting. No wonder Nathan said you might know more about the goings on of the people who were sneaking out and about amongst the woods.
Mm-hmm. And also, and to your knowledge, in order to do something like this, it takes a very, very high level magic.
Bringing one such to you to life is no small feat.
What do you mean to life? I am not dead. I have never died. I am Bert, the Crow Father.
Oh, I get it. I get it. He's undead, but he doesn't know he's undead. And therefore will refuse any attempt to convince him that he is, in fact, a dead person. Or like a glorified zombie.
He will extend his arms, and the crows that are kind of gathered all around him will just sort of sit there as he tries to shake them off of him. Damn these pigeons!
We were told by Nathan.
Orion watches the crows and looks to see if they actually are looking at his arm in particular. The one with the mark.
No, these are just crows. They are not ravens. These are just crows.
Okay.
They are just normal old crows. What did Nathan want? Did he send you? Listen,
he suggested we speak to you. He spoke of some strange people were going to and from the land during the night. To and from the mansion.
What, do I owe you money or something?
If you want coin, I can pay you.
Oh, okay. And 200 gold.
Okay. Hands over the 200 gold.
Hey, thanks! Here, he'll walk over to Rope. So you said I owed you money? Here, take this and go away. And he'll give you 200 gold, Rope.
Alrighty, that down.
knowing Maroke has no interest in the money, he walks over to Orion and just gives it back to him.
No. No.
Now tell whoever sent you to collect my debt to please leave me alone.
They also required information. We will leave when we receive it. We were told you knew of men in the middle of the night gathering. Strangers.
I know a lot of men these days. Or are you talking about the ones in the old dark woods?
That might be them.
Well, I mean, I guess they're... I don't know, everyone's strange these days. Have you seen yourselves? Look at you.
Did they threaten you?
What?
Did
Who
they
threatens a scarecrow?
Orion actually speaks up, pointing at Bert. Like, he's literally the scarecrow of the field. Why would they bother messing with him?
Why are you so averse to speaking of it?
He'll kind of like, his like skeleton head will kind of bobble back and forth a little bit.
Hold it! Take that!
Okay. Listen, okay? Listen. And he'll like grip onto you, Maroke, a little bit. I'm scared of time travelers.
Are you going to tell us the information we require or not?
I just told you. I'm scared of time travelers. That's why I don't want to tell you.
We're not time travelers.
No, I'm not talking about you, idiot.
Why would you believe?
I'm talking about the strange men from the woods.
Why would you believe they are time travelers?
Because when I was standing in the fields, scaring away the crows, and the Orion, as he turns around, you can see that the crows are just kind of chilling on him. They don't really leave.
Yeah. I'm just imagining. No. What I'm imagining is when he says, like, as I'm just standing there scaring away the crows, Orion looks at the crows. They're just laughing.
Why do you believe?
There was a light. There was a bright flash. There's a bright flash from the woods. And then a bunch of people came from that direction. It was like all... And then they spoke in this weird language.
How many nights ago was this?
3? I don't know. You tend to lose track when you're stuck up on a post.
And doing nothing but just hanging there for days on end.
Yeah, see, he gets it. I tend to just zone out. But I think it was 3.
How many people were there?
He'll kind of tap his skull a little bit. 7? Maybe?
Why maybe? Were they all people?
Well, like, yes. But I only saw 7. But I heard more voices coming from the woods.
If Toy was in the situation, he'd already be walking towards the woods.
Correct.
True.
Why is it always me? He says. Okay. Seriously. So, time traveler or not, there was people that showed up. There was a flash. For some reason, that makes them time travelers. Have you seen these people before?
No. Why do you think they're time? That's obviously why they're time travelers.
Better question. Have you seen this sort of event happen frequently recently?
No. No, that's why they're time travelers. Don't you get it? Listen, haven't you ever seen that stage play about the large wooden homunculus that chases a princess? Because he has to kill her to stop the events of the future? That's what this is.
Should I roll a knowledge check just to see if Orion actually has seen it?
No, you have. It was a pretty good stage play. It was a pretty good stage play. It actually got several sequels.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. The sequels are all crap, but I like the first one.
Very well. Are you the only one that's seen such a thing?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Just confirming. Which way are these woods?
I mean, I can take you to it. he will T-pose and point and he would T-pose like a scarecrow and point the direction.
He just points the pitchfork in the direction of the woods.
I'll just
The D&D
I'll just-
that way.
just down here, like that way.
All right. So why are they called the Dark Woods?
No, that's just what I call them. It's because the woods get dark at night.
Yeah, that makes sense. Womp, womp, womp.
This guy fucking sucks. Orion, kill this guy. Okay. Chop.
Okay.
Oh, please don't.
Prepares to burn him alive.
Anyway.
Oh no,
I
no,
suppose
no.
if we're not going
Like,
to
Ryan, kill this guy. Actually, I can't.
If we're not going to the tea party, I suppose we should at least investigate the woods.
I'd agree. We should at least investigate, see if we can hear any of those voices it's referring to.
Oh, yeah. Quick question. How close is it to being dark?
Yep. It is
Orion looks
still
up, blinded by sun. No!
the sun is still setting. Sun is still setting, so you probably got about an hour and a half, and then it'll be fully dark.
Well, let's go investigate, like good adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to come with you?
No, I think we got this, buddy.
I was gonna say no, but then Orion.
I have a.
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, he can come if he wants. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just trying to prevent him from getting burned by me.
Right.
Okay. I've got a cool toothpick collection I can show you guys.
Great.
All right, and he'll reach into his coat pocket, and amongst his or I guess his got a flannel shirt that he's wearing. He will give you. He will place into your hand, Orion, one toothpick and an old piece of candy.
That's worth at least 200 gold.
There you go, Sonny. Get yourself something nice. Let's go kill
very
some
much,
time
sir.
travelers.
His name's Bert. Bert the Crow Father.
Please, dear God, tell me he has a partner named Ernie.
Nope.
Oh.
He doesn't have a partner named Ernie.
Is that a Jasper character? Jasper approved character?
It's, you just meet a really big crow named Ernie, the father crow.
What the we?
No, Ernie's the one on his shoulder that's laughing the most. Bert and
All
Ernie.
right. I'm gonna go back to the vineyard or go back to the wine tasting.
Why? This is more interesting.
So we're gonna take a 10-minute. Is it more interesting because you're a part of it?
No, I
True.
wanna know more about Bert.
I want to know Bert's favorite color.
What's Bert's favorite color? Oh, you're gonna take a 50-minute break. He's gonna mute me.
It's gonna be his favorite color is probably. Honestly, he stares at vineyards all day, so it's probably brown, the color of wheat.
No, I thought it would have said red just from fire when things happen.
All right, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go start some coffee. Get me a glass of water. Go to the restroom. So, everybody, take a little bit. Get a breather.
I'm surprised that he humored me with the color. Casper did want to know, though.
I did. It's very important to me.
I still find it funny that fucking guys are walking around the party and in the corners. Like, nobody know I got these brand new kicks on. Like, so, Toy, were you here the last few sessions?
I wasn't here last week, but I was here the week before that. I'm
Okay.
basically like every other week at this point.
Okay. Thankfully, my schedule is going to be fixed soon. I won't be here next week, but then I'll be good for like 5 weeks, basically.
Yeah, I've been here basically every single week. I've only left early like once, being last week.
I know Kai here on time all the time. Kai's a
Never
gamer.
missed a session.
That's not true. I don't think anyone's here has never missed a session.
I mean, also true.
I'll be right back anyway. I'm gonna grab me another drink.
Kai usually doesn't miss a session though, if I'm being honest.
I don't think I've missed a session since when I slept in the second campaign that one time.
No. I mean, like not like you individually. Like usually, if you miss a session, it's like you and Toy are going somewhere, or it's like adult. It's like you and Toy. It's never
That's
just
true. Yeah,
just
that's-
you.
yeah.
Oh yeah, then the session gets canceled, so I didn't miss anything.
So what you're saying is
Okay,
blame
well-
Toy.
It is my fault. I tried to drag him out of his house.
Treasure house, like a fucking hermit. Jesus. Yeah.
Speaking of
No,
which,
but-
are you ready for the 27th?
What?
Fuck, what's the 20?
Oh.
We're going, we're clubbing.
Clubbing?
Oh, that.
It's like, oh, that.
They go into the
No skipping.
I'm out of he's gonna get like fucking 8 screwdrivers. He's gonna get fucked up. He's gonna have the night of his life.
And then be ready for D&D on Sunday.
Bro, I
Oh, yeah.
stack in one hand, dice in the other.
Oh yeah, I think I'll push back to next. Well, I don't know if you're gonna be here next Sunday, but
Me?
No,
No.
I told Ivy earlier. I think I'm gonna drop out. Well, I've never started, but I don't think I will be joining this Sunday. Especially
actually-
if it's
Well, no,
with how
the-
late it's starting.
next
I
even
actually
not
don't-
even next Sunday.
No,
Like-
because they're starting at like 8:30. I can't do any of that's too late.
Oh, y'all doing something this Sunday?
No, it was gonna be this
It was gonna
Sunday,
be
but then
this
it got
Sunday.
pushed.
Ah, okay.
It was gonna be last Sunday, then we couldn't do it. Then it was gonna be this Sunday, and we couldn't do it, and now it's gonna be next Sunday.
I'll be there.
Sorry.
I'll be there next Sunday.
This time for
It
sure.
could have been just like I could have done it with just the 2, but I kind of wanted to have the 3rd.
Yeah.
I'll be playing. I think I'm going to be playing a champion fighter.
Oh,
Darrington,
yes.
aren't we?
Okay. You'll never guess the race.
No, it's gonna work,
Hmm.
Joe.
Well, Kai.
Oh,
Yeah.
Murphy, you could bring one. What rarity is Ring of Protection?
Common, uncommon, I think.
Uncommon. Yeah, you could bring one uncommon magic item.
Pretty sure Ring of Protection's rare, but not the point. The uncommon, gotcha.
I mean, if whatever the Ring of Protection is, how about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, it is rare. Yeah, what +1? Oh, it's +1. This whole time I thought Ring of Protection was only to AC. It's saving throws as well.
Yeah, it's saving throw. That's why I really wanted it for fucking
That's why.
Ulan, because I gave him so much fucking like he covered his fucking bases.
Okay, makes sense.
That's why it's rare. It's pretty fucking good. Anyway, I'll figure out what I want. It is going to be a I'm only playing a champion fighter because I'm coming off 3 days of work straight into that, and I gotta stay up all night. And I'm not playing. I was gonna play a cellcaster. I was like, I'm not using the brain power. I'm just gonna hit shit and play a champion fighter. This is the one time I meet the criteria for low brain power. Also, it'd be really funny to have two fighters and just action surge and then have Kai's broken as fuck class. Half joke. I feel like
Yeah,
we're gonna
I really do not expect it to be one session. It's gonna be two.
not if we hit it hard enough.
Not if you hit it hard enough, but like damn, like rolls can go bad.
No, that's why I'm gonna get like the fucking hammer. I'm gonna get that topple. It's gonna be a good time. Going a neutral character this time around, I think.
And I'm gonna add whatever your HP is. I'm just gonna add 5 on it to it because I'm gonna. It feels kind of bad if you missed out the buff the last team got.
No, he wasn't there. Too bad. Joke.
Oh, he wasn't there. Damn.
Joke.
You're right. You wasn't there.
Joe. Yeah, we got an extra 5 HP permanently. I was like, hey, shit. I might start giving out stuff like that. Just random. Actually, kind of huge. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, nice little thing, little boon. Okay,
Yeah.
no,
Just don't calculate it on your end. I'll just add it on my end.
okay. But what if I double dip though, Joe?
No.
I don't know what even origin feat I'll take. Not savage attacker, maybe tough. I don't know. There's nothing really crazy for.
Are you using sword? Are you using sword and board?
Nope, heavy weapon. Great weapon fight.
Just
I mean, Tavern Brawler's not crazy bad, right?
I kind of want to just. It's like I already. Maybe Tavern Brawler. I might do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? I haven't used it before.
great.
I'm not.
And it got buffed.
So,
At least for an origin.
true.
I probably would have taken that if it didn't require, or if it gave a dex instead of.
I was thinking about playing Rogue, but I played 800 trillion fucking Rogues before, so I'm. I don't want to play another one. I could though. I don't want to. Fighter's just too easy. So that's what I'm going with. I was originally if I was not coming straight off of work, I would play Wizard, and it was going to be an illusion. Still might do it, but probably playing a fighter.
Oh, I forgot. Does Fate get something besides a feat for their level 4?
Ah,
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I had to open that shit up again.
Usually, most homebrew subclasses are good about not giving shit at level. Or classes, either one really. There are some subclasses I've seen where it's like you get a feat, like this is fucking law random. I might still do a wizard just so that we have a spellcaster.
true. Always paladin.
I was gonna play a life cleric.
Nah, play fighter.
Tempting. It is
Play
tempting.
paladin, get the best of both worlds. Have to.
But paladins can't
All
crit
right.
on a team.
Yeah, just dip.
All right.
Let's continue.
What?
Let's get. I'm sorry, I was eating. I have a chocolate and peanut butter cookie. But yeah, let's continue.
So we're going back to the wine
Alright.
tasting now, right?
Yes, sir, we are. We're gonna do that for
Okay. I'm gonna mute
about
and just
30
watch
minutes.
my
Then
Kamen
we're
Rider while I'm
gonna
waiting.
go back. All right, brother.
I'll still
For
be here
about the last
listening.
30
I'm just
minutes, I'll go back to the two of you.
yeah. If
That's fine.
you guys if you go back to us before the episode's done, I'll just pause the stream because it's letting me do that.
All right. All right. The wine is brought out before all of you and is placed amidst the tables. As the tasting ceremony commences, even some of it is brought to the strange individuals in the corner. They speak purely amongst themselves. Termina will look at you, Soren, as the wine is carefully placed amongst the table. And in perhaps your most possibly judged moment, the voice behind the mask will say, "Are you familiar with the proceedings?"
I will look at the glass and then start to swirl it.
I'm gonna
Well, the wine is not in there.
I think this is bottles right now. But
It's just
I'm gonna get a good look around here to keep a good lookout.
Oh, lookers.
If the glass is empty, I will gesture and say after you.
A tactful decision. Observing someone who is familiar with the ritual rather than just brazenly attempting it blindly. Clever. And Termina will sit there and not actually begin.
I'm just gonna wait. I'll look around the room. Are other tables? I guess the table's straight ahead, so I don't have to look too far. Have they done anything? Or are they still kind of just also just staring at the bottom of the table?
All right. Perception check.
Oh no, not again.
I mean, if anything, could I try taking lead if I know?
Yes, Amaros, you can. But I want to see if he can actually
let's
see
go.
someone else do it. Ah.
Oh,
But you could
nat
have,
20.
yes.
Let's go.
All right.
I can see.
Like a master. You do not give an inch as you keep your vision straight ahead. In fact, you use the reflection off of the bottle to make sure or to see another table. And you see what they do is with a carefully raised right hand, they will motion with a forefinger. Just a simple and subtle gesture that will bring over a server, or that will actually signal to a server that they are ready for their serving to be poured. And you will see that one of those who brought over the wine, specifically one of the actual heads of the houses, one of the siblings, will walk over and pour the wine at the table before it is tasted. And Natiel will walk over to yours, Soren. Do you repeat the gesture?
I'll repeat the gesture.
All right. The man will say, "Ah, I see you've researched customs here. A little bit unexpected from an outsider, but pleasing nonetheless." And he will pick up the bottle and give it a gentle tilt as it is poured into the glass. And he will fill up all 3 glasses at the table before carefully setting the bottle back down and stepping away. And Amaryllis, if you do the same, Reach will pour yours.
I will check for poison.
All right. That will be make me survival or investigation. It a poison. Don't. I like the broken line. It a poison.
Oh, you said survival or what?
Survival or investigation. No, yours doesn't seem to be your bottle doesn't seem to be poisoned, Amaryllis, or I guess your glass. It is a perfectly crystal red.
All right.
Can I check this guy right here? As this one's being poured right here in front of me? Or to be closer?
Oh, wow. Where are you?
I'm right
Oh, there you are.
Hey, exactly.
I'm sorry, your token's opaque, remember? It's...
Oh, no, it's not that hidden.
Investigation or survival, Kazoru.
Let me see which one I'm actually-
Soren,
I'll look over.
my wine's good.
All right. Kazoru, as it is poured for the gentleman, as he carefully cups the glass between his middle and ring finger, you notice that amidst it, as he is slowly raising it to his lips, there is a slight silver tinge that will swirl through it as he gives it a subtle shake.
But that came from the bottle, as it came out from the bottle, as he swirled it.
It came from the bottle, but you didn't notice it in the coming from the bottle, but it is in the glass as he is lifting it.
In the glass. Oh, I'll. Okay. Is this lady here just watching?
Well, no, she pours it and walks away. Like once
Okay,
she's done
okay.
pouring the glass, she will walk away. I meant to move her.
Okay,
Both the siblings are kind of.
I didn't see him.
On.
I didn't see him cast anything. Well, he could just be a sorcerer, but I'll. How am I gonna do this? I'll just whisper. It is. I wouldn't drink that. And then
the man will the man will stumble backwards from his chair. Who said that? And then he will drop his glass, spilling it onto the table. He'll kind of look around a bit. What do you mean? Who said that? Who wouldn't drink it? And he'll look down at his ruined clothes. And now I'm absolutely ruined. And
that guy seems kind of crazy.
Nadia will intervene and say, "Sir Mercurio, what is the problem? Someone told me not to drink the wine. I didn't see them. They were right next to my ear. And now I've spilled it on myself. Well, if you need to step away to one of the chambers, you can change your clothes and come back." No, I've simply had enough. Ruining my clothes and the atmosphere is just enough for one day.
Right.
Perhaps the stress of the situation is getting to me. I believe I should rather just go home. If that is what you must do, Sir Mercurio, but know that you are welcome to return. I apologize about your clothes. I will make sure they are paid and sent to a good cleaner. Thank you, Mr. Alvis. Tell your father that I respect his hospitality. And he will leave. He will walk towards the door and make his exit.
All right. I do want to see does this guy react the guy that made that did that like said those words that tipped me off about it.
All right. Your passive perception is 18, so I don't really have to ask you to make a perception check. You'll see a slight head turn from the man in the feathered cap and the pompadour wig. He will give a slight turn of the head towards the table and a brief side eye towards the lady who's sitting with him before taking another drink.
Okay. I hope I I hope I stop some.
Oh, Natiel will kind of step back over towards the table. I suppose the stress of the tasting is just too much for some. Given the responsibilities they must fare on the eve of every day. Dear sister, do you mind collecting that bottle, please? I would not. I would rather it not just remain on the table after it has made such a mess. Yes, of course. And she'll kind of shyly walk over and pick the bottle up, take the glass, and Nadia will give a motion of his head, and Reach will hop off the table and go clean up.
I'm able to quickly. Oh, man, actually, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna see if I could grab one of the shards real quick before to see if it still has that silver lining on it.
Oh, it didn't. The glass didn't shatter. He dropped it on the table.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, he didn't drop it on the floor. He just kind of stumbled backwards and it fell from his fingers and spilled all over the table.
Okay.
But the mess will be quickly cleaned up in short order. And Termina, having watched the commotion, will look at you, Soren. I don't suppose that you failed the wine ceremony, you would have stood up and started ranting, would you?
Not at all. Seems very uncouth.
Well said. So, where are you from exactly, if you do not mind my questioning?
I will gesture at the white hair.
I suppose that you are from that place called Soza, right? I've heard its buildings stretch tall to the clouds.
It does. It does. It's a wonderful hope. And I'll pass the question back to you. Doesn't seem like you're from Jaya.
Oh, no. I am not native. I'm from a ways off, you could say.
Subtle. Mysterious.
Well, there's no need to be too loose with my lips. We've only been through one glass.
Soren will nod and then glance over the other the table. Has the other guy taken a drink from his glass? Or is he just kind of...
Yes, in fact, he has actually finished his.
Oh. Maybe I'm
In
looking too
fact,
slow.
with you being distracted by the preceding events from the man known as Mercurio spilling the wine on himself, and Termina talking to you, you did not even notice the man at the end of the table take a drink. Yet his glass is empty and still holds the hallmarks of having been tasted and savored.
Hopefully that wasn't poison.
We'll find out.
Too far. That's too far.
Interesting. I'll look back over at Termina. So, Termina? What was I going to ask? So this isn't your first wine tasting, so I assume you've been to this festival before?
Not this festival, no. But wine is a celebrated place in, you could say, other places. It is a celebratory feature that is common amongst many circles.
Odd.
Although it simply just does one good to know the traditions of such services before you imbibe in them.
That's true. The ceremony is just as, if not more important, than the wine itself. Glance over at Amaryllis. How's she doing?
True, Amaryllis. Is there anything you want to do or bring up?
I'll partake in the wine after making sure it wasn't, it was good.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually quite the treat. It is difficult to know what exactly lies within the treasured wine of the Crestview estate. The Ruby's Gift, its recipe has always been a mystery. But you do notice a distinct floral taste with a subtle tartness to it that blends into a sweet aroma that dances across the tongue before twisting into an earthy note that reaches the back of the throat and kisses you with a subtle breath of honey.
That's some good wine.
This stuff kind of good.
I wasn't privy to the whole poison fake out thing, so she's gonna be kind of oblivious to that at the moment.
True.
All she did was just basically see that guy stumble around.
Yeah.
Are the bottles like nondescript? Like, are they all the exact same bottle, or are there like slight differences between the bottles given to each table?
That's a good question. But unfortunately, I have to give you the answer to that. They are all the same.
Oh, okay. Noted.
But
You already checked your glass.
Kazoru,
Oh, sorry.
if you would like to see where the bottles came from, you saw them come from behind the counter.
All right.
If you want to go do some sleuthing.
I do also want to. Okay. All right. I could check. Yeah.
It's like like shimmying along the wall.
staying in the the shadows. All right. I guess no. Is there anyone else back here? I guess just all right. Shit. Hop. Well, shuffle
Yeah,
over. Is it?
You notice
Oh, okay.
you notice that likely the wine cellar would be in the basement, since that is where the wine is kept cool.
Oh, okay.
And you notice the distinctness of a trapdoor. Although lifting it up would undoubtedly make a bit of noise.
I don't have silence.
True. But you can always wait. And let Amaryllis use her authority. As long as you know where it is. You can choose to bide your time if you wish, or you can go in by yourself through some method. You can do a sleight of hand check as well.
Let me
Use knock.
let me just check what I have.
Boom! It is not locked.
Sleight of hand would be 2. Actually, fuck. I have an idea. Oh, but then
Okay.
getting back out might be okay. Even opening like a crack would make a lot of sound.
No, not a
Uh,
crack.
Okay, because then I could just teleport because there's space, right?
Yeah, true. That is how that works.
Um, I don't want to use a teleport. Oh, whatever. I'll do it.
Okay. He's going in. All right, you lift the trap door ever so cautiously, and you turn into sand,
True.
sifting yourself in through the small gap that you created. All right, and now that he's gone, I can finally do this. No.
Oh my god.
But for real though, actually.
Oh,
Hey man.
let the music stop. Turn it back on.
No.
Hey, what's the PayPal? Hey, turn the music back on, man. I'll pay for your spot.
This. I just needed to know if everyone was going to remain up here or if someone would leave or explore further. So now that that's confirmed for me, I can do the thing.
Oh, come
You
back.
don't have to.
Yeah.
All right, this. All right, this man here, this faceless NPC without a name, will unsheathe his sword and quickly stand up. And with a fury in his eyes, he will say something along the lines of, "And you know I've always hated you." And he will stab this man through the chest with his weapon, killing him.
Ew.
Well,
Oh,
maybe
I
not
can
killing
draw
him,
my
but
weapon.
just.
can't heal him. Sorry.
I'm not gonna say he's dead infinitely, dead instantly, because we have like healers
He is
on hand.
infinitely
So
dead.
yeah, he will stab this man through the chest and throw him out of his seat, and he will lunge for this guy right here, and they will just start fighting amidst the room.
I like the red accent.
Ah, thank you, man. I guess I could just put a different symbol, but the red X is kind of funny.
Ah! No, just put it over his eyes so he really knows he's down for the count. Like,
Yeah.
I'll rush over and try to separate them.
All right. The siblings will kind of step to the back of the room, while the man over here and the lady that Kazoro was keeping an eye on will keep mostly to themselves. However, they will turn their heads to watch the display.
Has terminated.
And well, beneath their glass that they are drinking, they will take another sip, and this man will suddenly thrust himself up from the table, and just like the other guy, will charge across the room, and she will say, "I had suggest you keep your wits about you."
I'll turn.
He's gonna make an attack roll on you, Soren.
Of course.
why is it always him?
I always hated you, Soren. It's fucking random.
Hey.
It's Soren because Orion isn't there. That's why.
Winnable.
Do you have mage armor?
I casted last. Actually, I don't know how much time has passed since I casted it. We have
How long
like
does
a day
it
hasn't
last?
passed yet.
8 hours?
Oh yeah, no, it would still be up. Yeah.
Okay, then
This
yeah.
is- This is like
I
the
still-
longest day in
day.
the world.
We're just very
All right.
efficient with our time.
As it clatters, as his weapon clatters against your mage armor, the protective, translucent barrier that shrouds your skin, Termina will step up from her seat, and with a, I guess their seat, but I suppose I spoiled it. And from with a swift and decisive blow from their rapier, will set a firm strike across his throat, and he will just fall to the ground in a bloody mess.
Drama.
I'll give Marok another red X.
Soren will look up and, I guess, a little bit of shock and say, "Why, thanks. That's all right." I'll pull my hand down, just hold my hand ready for the next person to try to.
It's all right. We should not value the low lives of society. And the last guy at the table will draw his weapon, and he will charge at this man, the one sitting at the end of the table, yelling, "Samuel!" But as he yells the masked individual's alias, the man known as Samliel, who I will actually make visible now, he will give a gesture with his hand, a subtle motion. And Soren, you recognize that. He casts subtle spell.
Sorcerer.
Or he casts with subtle spell. And this man's pores suddenly become hemorrhagic.
Painful.
And he will crumple to the ground as if somebody had painted him with a large paintbrush. he will. I will. It does not inflict wounds, but I will just go ahead and roll damage for posterity because I like rolling damage for homebrewed spells.
Inflict red X.
True, inflict red X.
Ayo.
Low roll.
Yeah.
Low roll.
Could have been incredibly painful.
I mean, this guy is an NPC, so he's probably got like 10 HP.
For him, it is incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, for him, that's the absolute worst agony he's ever felt as he rolls along the ground, bleeding from literally every opening in his body.
I don't know. Maybe if he was a barbarian, I think he'd been okay. But some people are just built different, I guess.
Man should have classed into an adventurer.
Should have taken 18 levels in fighter. What a dumbass.
But for these two Amaryllis, I will say that you intervene in time, and you are able to knock both of them out and clap manacles on them. Yes, the other one does get violent. Yeah. All of the no-name NPCs that don't have a unique portrait, yes, they all become rapidly violent. But these you subdue. And I'll just mark them as knocked unconscious.
If they're still breathing, can I see if there's anything afflicting them? Like any
you mean like
if it's
poison?
Like poison or magic or something?
You mean like if it a poison?
it a poison?
Yeah, make me a survival check or investigation.
Save one person.
Nice.
I don't even know why people would take
Yes.
medicine.
Yes. You recognize a strange silver glossing that's across each of their lips, as most of their mouths kind of lie slack open and ajar from being knocked unconscious and, stinging sheep. You recognize what looks like a silverish glitter in each of their mouths and along their lips. And While you may not are able to identify the source of it or know it immediately, it does strike you as the markings of some kind of homemade poison, something special, made by a professional.
The bottles, are they left on the table?
Yes, they are.
Can I investigate if it was the glass or the bottle that were poisoned?
It was the bottles.
Okay.
You were able to
after
tell it pretty much immediately.
after they're subdued and properly tied up, I'll gather the bottle and approach the two heirs.
As some, well, I don't want to say normalcy, but as some
Calmness.
as everyone starts to calm down a little bit, yeah, calmness kind of overtakes the room. The man who used the blood magic will, Soren, much to your surprise, perhaps, he will retake his seat and simply pour himself another glass of wine.
Fourth class. That's the source of power. Common denominator.
But as you approach the heirs, Amaryllis, they'll both look a bit just aghast. My word, such barbaricness! I can't. The sister seems a little bit too out of it to speak, but she will say something along the lines of, I can't believe this is happening.
You can't believe it. What do you mean? It's just a Tuesday. This happens every week.
Maybe for you, Orion.
I'm done with the show, by the way. I'm basically just lurking now until our turn comes back, if it does.
I'm about to get back to you guys. I'm gonna finish
Oh.
on you two. Is there anything you want to say, Amaryllis, or are you just staring at them angrily?
Not staring. No. I'll hold the bottle firmly, not directly accusing them, but standing firm as I look to both of them. I need to see the rest of your supply. Anything that's going to the festival.
Of course. Reach. Take her to the cellar. Let her see what's down below. Let her investigate the stock. Yes, sir. My lady. This way.
I'll turn, but glance back to both of them. And neither of you are to leave the site.
Yes, of course, guard captain. And his sister will give us a small nod at you.
I will tap my throat.
No.
And then speak to Amaryllis.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on things up here.
What are you saying? No.
What do you say?
What was that?
Oh, I actually speak throat can't. Joe.
Exactly.
I don't think I have a way of actually replying back, but I'll just.
You don't, but I assume
Yeah.
you heard me, and I will go from there.
I'll look back to the siblings and then back at you in a like a silent message of keeping a special eye on anyone who could be in charge of such things, before following down.
I got you.
All right. Reach will take you towards the cellar door, and he will give it a lift for the two of you to head inside, Amaryllis. And that is where I'll call it on you. And for Soren, Termina will look at you and just almost coldly will say, "Oh, here I was thinking this would be a bit boring. It turned to be quite jovial."
Torn will let a little chuckle. You seem to have been expecting that. Just curious.
Oh, you learn to expect all kinds of unique events in my line. I've been around, I've seen things, experienced things. So I'm not too surprised. Although it doesn't look like our friend here is too surprised either. And Samuel will give you a firm nod as he pours himself yet another glass, having already finished another.
It's chugging.
I know. He's into it.
Maybe I'll have a sip.
There's a fucking
All
wine
right,
mom. Fucking box wine and everything.
you take another drink. All right. Soren, perhaps it is your attunement with the wine or the culture, but you feel like you have the potential to maybe understand the wine drinker at the end of the table a bit more as you swallow
God,
maybe the rest of your glass.
Wait a minute. He's an alcoholic.
my God, Gizmo, you're really hard for him, aren't you?
I have proficiency in alcoholism. Please. Please
Make
not
me
another one.
You can make a history check now with advantage.
Oh, he's turning into a fucking wino too. It's like, these notes of memory.
No. He's a
Exactly.
moonshiner now. That's not just an
Hey,
alcoholic.
14.
That's a moonshiner.
14 is enough. So, while you do not necessarily know the deep roots of the lore of Jaya, but you recognize the hallmark of someone who is familiar with wine, an aficionado, as they are called. And in the land of Jaya, or in the capital, those who drink wine as a living and make their fortune off of the tasting are known as a fortunato.
Okay.
And given your limited wine experience now, you get the sense that Samliel, while being a sorcerer of some type, is a fortunato. A man of few words, but a master of the barrel.
Friend, I would like to.
And he is likely some sort of noble as well, given his presence here.
I will raise my glass towards him.
He will not pick up his wine and he will not pick up his glass in return after having set it down on the table. But he will reach into his coat. Also, I guess given that history check was a success, you also know that to address a Fortunato is to curl your index finger and your thumb inwards, placing your three remaining fingers together. So you form a ring with your thumb and your forefinger, and then you place your three remaining fingers together, and you make the gesture at them. It is a sign of the Fortunato.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
So if you would like to make the gesture at him,
I mean, feels like a good time, sure.
Okay.
I will make the
you
gesture.
said he's a friend you want to make, so you may only get one chance to.
I will make the gesture.
Pour the wine on the floor and lap it up like a dog. Power move.
No, the dog's outside.
Amidst the remnants of blood and bodies and wine, you make the gesture of the Fortunato. And Samliel will surprisingly give you a small nod before reaching into his coat and taking out a large, oversized quill. He will remove a small end cap and begin to write forth on a small card.
He's cooking.
will
Everybody
write
else?
down a few words upon it, and with a whisk of 2 fingers, cast it across the table, and it will slide in front of you.
You see a tic-tac-toe board. He's made the first move.
Shut the fuck up and wait your turn.
I will look at the card that he slid across the table.
It bears the sign of the Fortunato, the same symbol that you made, as well as the words fellow taster. And he will, I will say probably, I was trying to decide how to word it, but it would probably say something along the lines of, I will speak to you once the dust has settled.
I will tuck the note into my, I guess, jacket pocket. Just wait.
And determined at being ever curious. Did you make a friend?
Another, I hope. And I'll glance at them.
Considering us friends already?
Well, yes. You also seem like a good type of friend to have.
I would do you well to be wary. Many masks hide many faces.
Sword will shift the illusion of his mask to something with like a, I guess like a flat line. Because before I had like a smile, but it just went to a flat line. Like an expressionless mask.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Because Terminus mask does not even have a face.
Yeah.
Remember, the point of a mask is not simply to hide one's face. It is to depersonalize. So before you go speaking of those you speak with as friends, remember the purpose of which we wear.
The sword was taken of a sip.
And that is where I'll leave you. All right. Explorers. Orion and Baroque. Let me grab the 2 of you. With Bert.
All right. Who's ready to peep the horrors?
No, it's not this campaign. There's no horrors this time.
Bro, we're in the evil forest.
You'll hear a flute. Sure. You can start
I'm
looping. You can
changing
start
the
loop.
music.
Gonna start looping.
Uh-oh.
Just second we walk over there. Oh boys, I sure hope there's nothing bad over here.
No, it's the force of niceness.
Bro, we
All
got
right.
going on. It's nighttime. Oh, we're gonna die.
As you tread through the dark woods, as Bert called it, the sun starts to grow, or starts to sink ever below the horizon, before you are soon surrounded on all sides by trees. Completely obscured from the light, it begins to grow dim and devoid of color.
If
Stay
possible,
for as
could
you are.
Orion basically create like a flame around his hand to basically act as like a torch?
That is not how. Do you have produce flame?
He has faded. He has Let me actually see something. I have Faded in Fire, where I can make any damage dealt fire damage. Could I technically just coat my sword in flames and use that as a makeshift torch?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a torch, but you know what? Sure.
grab a stick
I don't think I
and
have a torch.
and bandages and oil, and I lighted a flame, making a makeshift torch. I call it a torch.
I just let the man light his sword on fire. All right. You light your sword on fire, and it will project a radius of light. I will say that projects probably about 30 feet, and 60 feet. 30 dim, 30 bright.
Gonna make my axe hairy like a wolf. Sorry.
No.
Kind of unfair.
What?
Quick question. I do have to ask something real quick. You good? Hold on. You good? Anyway, quick question. What's the moon cycle looking like, man?
Ah, true. Good point. Good point. I'll say because I have to give you a full moon at least once this campaign.
Alright.
I will say
A waxing gibbous.
God.
it is a third quarter moon.
Okay.
I don't have my full moon detector.
So it's about half full.
Okay.
You could be a half full werewolf.
But Orion, your bright light from your sword sheds out through the trees, casting shadows along the ground as it dances along the bark and the trunks of the foliage around you.
Did you add
Although
that
your light
or
is
did I do that
short-lived.
by accident, by the way?
I added that on there, sir.
Okay, just making sure.
But your light is short-lived, as you soon arrive upon a still burning campfire. To which Bert will seem quite surprised as he says, "What would the time travelers need fire for?"
I don't really see that.
Because it's dark out here and they might not see where they want to go to.
I'm a bit
Well,
more
clearly they can shine light. They can shine light from their hands.
I'm a bit more worried by the fact that there's an abandoned lit campfire and no one's nearby. This is a trap. I'm looking around.
Lookers. Well,
Yeah,
I believe
I'll
lookers
honestly
is a
do I'll honestly do the same with like investigation, or would that be perception?
that would be perception, sir. Investigation is like spot hidden.
Actually,
That would be
instead of forming a perception, trying to go look around, are there any signs of any tracks of anybody or anything nearby?
Ah, smart. Make a survival check.
Okay, 20. Poggers.
Ah, he's cooking. Okay. Baroque rolled higher with the 20, even though it's not perception. So I'm going to go with that, and then I'll do the perception.
okay. If there's no need for his sword
Baroque.
to be on fire, he'll just put it out and put his sword away, or keep the sword out for now.
All right. I will remove your aura then. All right. So, Baroque, before you proceed any closer to the camp, your natural instincts tip you off. And you feel like this is not exactly as it seems. Nobody just leaves lit fires unattended.
No.
Especially in the forest.
Most who are trying to hide will extinguish it and then disappear. So whatever is here is probably still here. And you are proved right. As you notice footprints along the ground. Well, not exactly footprints, but boot prints that appear to scatter off in multiple directions from the source of the fire.
You said hoof prints?
Quite hastily, too. Boot prints. Like leather boots.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So they call
And,
all
yeah, they're kind of scattered and in multiple directions, running off into the trees.
Oh, man.
Orion,
Mhm.
perception check. 17. While it is not high enough to notice something you could see, you do notice amidst your surroundings, casted off by the light, you think you see figures amidst the surrounding woods.
Mhm.
But they're pretty far back. And without light to bleed amidst the woods, you can't make out any details. But you think you see something in there.
Hey, Marok, how good is your
Multiple
eyesight?
of them.
My eyesight is good. It's as good as yours. So much.
Orion
def-
subtly points out the figures he believes he sees. Are you
Hey,
seeing
Marok.
that as well?
Hey, Marok's pulling out his axe. Just
Oh,
full
boy.
on. No, nice.
All right.
Hold on.
But I'm keeping
All
my
right.
back, Ryan. We're not getting. If we're gonna be surrounded. At least we'll have 180, right? Or 360.
Yeah. Hey, you got Bert.
Thanks, Bert.
He's there to help.
I
24.
guess I'll if Bert sees anything.
I'll roll for his perception to see if he sees anything.
It's just fucking incoming nat 20, Bert. Let's go.
Not in that 20, but 24.
Actually got it that 20.
Crazy.
Damn. He actually beat their stealth check.
Yo! Nice.
Bert's the fucking goat.
I-
He's a crow man.
I mean,
Honestly, I
yes.
think you should have had. Honestly, I think Bert should have had advantage for a perception check, considering that's his whole job.
Oh, yeah.
Is watching
Oh,
the fields.
Scarecrow
Yeah.
just be looking.
Not wrong. Not wrong. All right.
Job.
Well, as they try to circle around in a bid to catch you off guard, Bert will stick out his pitchfork and he will thrust it into the bushes, and you will hear
Hello?
the sound of pain.
Hello? Okay.
Hello?
Sorry, dead zone. I can hear you now.
But he will thrust his pitchfork into the bushes, and you will hear the sound of pain. And a foreign language be shouted as the crow father will yell excitedly, "It's a time traveler! I caught one!" And he will drag them out of the bushes. All right.
Oh my god.
So, he has caught a gith as the man is dragged from the bushes in an attempt to circle around behind the two of you. Bert will throw him into the not into, but onto the ground, pressing a pitchfork to his chest as he is ambushed instead. Behold, the time traveler! See, I wasn't lying.
I pull out, I got my axe already out, and I almost to like accent his own pitch for. I bring out my axe. Where's the rest?
Orion's got both blades out already. I suggest you step out now, especially if you value your friend's life. He calls out into the forest.
All right, the man at the point of four, at the point of four weapons will kind of drop his sword and hold his hands up, and he will continue to speak in a language you don't understand.
What language is it?
I mean, you can only presume. He is very. He's a gith. That's what they're called. That's the race. Like, you know what they look like. So it's probably that. It's probably gith.
Alright. So it seems like he's surrendering.
I forget that. Yeah, it seems like he's surrendering. But nobody else will come out and make themselves known. I forgot that Ryan actually, like, IRL doesn't know what a gith is.
Yeah, I don't.
They are space elves.
They're what?
They are space elves.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, you mean kind of like how tiefling are basically like devil people?
Basically, yeah.
Sure. Orion attempts to speak Elvish to see if he gets any reaction out of the.
Okay, that makes him well. It's not a bad shout. However, that will make him slightly annoyed, and he will say something along the lines of, "Hikuti no fala, siktu nava."
I think maybe that was a racist gesture.
Possibly. Possibly. Is there anything you do speak?
Oh yes, I speak English.
I'm tying this dude up. I don't know why he was hiding. I don't know what his intentions are. Better safe than sorry.
Agreed.
I get out some rope. I try to bind him.
You tie him up, and another one will make themselves known from the woods. So you'll see two more start to approach, but they will stop there. And notice they are all well dressed. They don't look like bums. They look organized. They are dressed in fairly nice attire. Nothing well worn or looks battle weary or nothing like that.
I don't want to necessarily escalate this because, we don't understand what they're saying. We don't know if, are they friendly? Are they not? They were hiding, but, maybe they thought we were.
Like, for all they know, they could be scared of us, and for all we also know, Orion's attempt to speak Elvish to the man to try and talk to him could just make things worse.
Hey, maybe. We're gonna give you
As you say that, though, one of them the two that have not been tied up will kind of look between each other. Tonovar. No! And they will point out towards the trees. And you will actually hear something begin to draw near.
Orion keeps looking. Orion's looking around like he's ready for a fight if need be. He doesn't want to, but he's ready.
All right, attack one of them. Make me an attack roll.
He's not going to. I'm just saying he's on guard.
I was just messing with you.
Yeah, we're about to reach time anyway.
I know, brother. Soon, from out of the darkness, a Gith wearing royal armor will actually walk out.
Wearing what armor?
Like royal armor, like pristine, freshly polished, elegant in its makeup, almost having a magical enwreathment to it.
Oh, the good stuff.
Yes, sir, the good stuff. And he will say, and he is also quite tall. His token I'm going to leave as a bit big. Do you intend to insult me by making me speak this primitive language?
I apologize. Like, is he speaking Elvish or is he speaking Common now?
Common, because that's what Maroka asked.
Well, I mean, Orion was asking too, like anything, like just asking in general for any reaction if they would answer. That's why he also spoke Elvish, just to see, like knowing they're basically like offshoots of elves. Like from what you guys tell me, that's what prompted me to try Elvish.
They are not offshoots of elves. They are Gith. They are not elves, but they're kind of like space elves.
Well, that's kind of, well, still, the fact that you said that makes me think, okay, maybe Elvish might work.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I get, that's fair. No.
Anyway, we'd rather not, but unfortunately, unless there's something else you speak that we can understand, speaking the common tongue is the only way we can talk.
I don't switch up.
You have to turn Maroka up.
He's the background.
I know. He's in the car. Can't really hear him.
I wish to not cause further violence, says Maroka. Further unnecessary violence.
Then release my warrior.
Why were you hiding?
We had assumed you enemies, which you still might be.
We need only be enemies if we must.
Sorry, I need EXP.
We need TXP. Maroka will move to release his warrior because at this point we're at an impasse. And we're still outnumbered either way.
Alright. As you cut the Gith warrior free, he will get up and run back across the forest to the side of the taller man, who as soon as he gets over there, the large Gith will immediately smash him across the face, just knocking him to the floor. You will need to resume your training. Getting yourself caught brings you dishonor. And he will get up.
I would disagree. I would disagree with that assessment, sir.
Orion, I beg of you, please stop talking.
Do you have a problem with Gith tradition, little human?
Not at all.
He doesn't know what he's saying.
Actually, I do.
He's crazy.
Actually, I do know what I'm saying. And I'm quite sane. Normally. It's not that your warrior is bad itself. Just that our friend here is particularly perceptive.
Yes! I am Bert, time traveler, and you will rue the day you've come to this wood.
He's also the crazy one.
Bert, shut the fuck up! Don't say that. Me, Murphy, I am saying that. Baroka's not.
I love being the
Your
Maverick to just
friend.
mess with things and have things happen.
Your friend, as you call him, seems quite out of his mind.
Yes.
You are not wrong.
Now, perhaps we shall take. It would be good to take the time to re-explain ourselves. My name is Maroke. This is Orion. We only investigated these woods. Investigate strange occurrences happening nearby. Do you know anything of the ink creatures?
Ink creatures? I do not know what you speak of.
Strange creatures.
We are here on business.
Flesh as though that it was the darkest of ink, like a moonless night.
I do not know what events you speak of. We are here on the event. We are here on the event of my wife.
Who took your wife? Say it.
Normally, nobody took his. He is here on the event of his wife, or on her beckoning.
Gotcha. Sorry.
But he will say, I would not afford you this information, but you have dishonored one of my soldiers in a fair and just manner. And he will give a firm look at his warrior with gritted teeth. So I do owe you somewhat of an allegiance. I am Marcel Avilion, pirate warlord of the Githyankai. Or I guess it wouldn't be pirate. You would know him as a pirate, but he would phrase it as conqueror and traveler, but he's basically a pirate.
He's like a guy who's like he's not a bounty hunter, but he likes the name bounty hunter. This sort of thing.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, actually, not even wrong there.
Like he's a pirate, but he prefers a different name, is what it is.
Yeah, he prefers conqueror and warlord or traveler.
And why are you here, near the vineyard?
I am here on this wet and damp little rock because my wife has come wishing to sip drinks with lesser races.
Your wife may be in danger.
Oh?
There is something strange going on in this kingdom. Ink monsters are appearing from somewhere. An artist has disappeared. Supposedly the origin of them.
I see. The business of your people does not coincide with mine. I assure you my wife is a fine warrior.
I have no doubts of that, sir, Lord Marcellus. However, these ink monsters are harder to kill than you might think.
They do not fight on equal terms. Even one fine warrior can be killed by 20 worse.
People consider those words. Do you have evidence of what you speak?
Orion should.
Oh, he gave it away.
Unless you want to say he did take some of the remnants of that inkwell jaw.
I just haven't been here.
Nope.
Oh, I just haven't been here. I'm fucked. But I did.
Oh no, you've been.
Anything.
You've been here. He gave what he put in the little jar to Fairweather of Thitsk.
The first bit.
No, I just mean like as far as collecting proof at this.
If Rax allows, we could say, guys, if Rax allows, we could say Orion did take another bit from the inkwell jaw from the last fight.
Except you didn't do that because you left the session early, so no.
Anyway, do we have like any written proof of like what we're doing?
Technically, yes.
The only thing
But
you have
not us.
is the only thing you have is the crest of the Duchess on the two of you, and that he has literally no belief in that. That
Like, he
that has no
doesn't care.
authority over him. Yeah, that has no authority over him. He's not from here.
Yeah, it'd be the equivalent of saying, like, I have this crest that proves to you what we're doing. Okay, Chuck. I just throws it over his shoulder, like, okay.
Well, I was at like that fucking. Damn it! It sucks not being here the past 3 sessions. Actually, do I have like?
Hold on it, Brax.
Do I have
You
like
said-
anything?
Hold it.
Let Baroque
You
finish.
You said you said I left the session early last week, so I didn't do it. That you also can't prove I did not do it, though.
Yes, but I am the game master, and I can say you didn't do it. So
Fair point.
Anyway, do I have like? What about that? You know that thing at that bandit place with like any like weird shit going on? Would that be any use, or was that just kind of a nothing burger? Because I remember that whole that book with all the transactions. I didn't know if anything came up from there. Either way, if it's not, I got something to say.
yeah, the book, the ledger, turned out to basically provide you the evidence that there was the shipment of the funny, strange wine came from the Crestview estate. Not that, but the ledger itself didn't have anything like, oh, it was tainted with black ink monsters. Like, none of that was actually on there. It was basically used as a method to find this place.
By virtue of us being here, by speaking to you, why would we? There is no reason for us to create such a nonsense story. I can't offer you proof, but I can warn you. Even if it does not hold much weight, this information, if you find it to be true, my own words to be true. I only wish that you don't find it to be too late before you find the truth.
He will cross his arms and just say, then what would you have me do? Let us pretend for a moment that you do speak the truth. What exactly do you want from me?
The only thing I can suggest is that he gets his wife fucking out of there. Because I don't think it's a good idea to be, because shady shit's going down. We've already thought this was like a lead, like the Raven Queen. Everything's leading up to this place. So like, I'm just gonna tell him.
I love when my Discord definitely just randomly dies.
Same here.
Like, that's the only thing I can tell him. I was like, dude, I fucking went to cookout. It's like, fucking get car here. Yeah. I'm just gonna tell him, get your wife out of here. I don't think she's safe. And if you don't, as proof, I'll see if anything if I see her, if I notice her, I'll do anything I can to make sure that she makes it back to tell you what happened.
Persuasion check at disadvantage.
I will vouch for him, and promise you.
Oh, please don't vouch for me. I don't want super disadvantage.
All right, vouch. You can vouch for him with the help action. Regular persuasion check.
Poggers. All right. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, my persuasion sucks.
Sure.
I'm not using inspiration. Well, actually, I might use inspiration.
Could I try persuasion as well?
What's your persuasion, Orion?
-1.
Finish that. So you guys are the same anyway, so it doesn't matter which one of you.
Can Bart do the persuasion check?
No, Bert has a -2 to persuasion.
Jeez, I mean, yeah,
Where'd
that
you do it?
He is an undead scarecrow. His
Who also
charisma is
doesn't,
like a
who
6.
doesn't
That's
even
fine.
think he's dead, by the way.
that's fine if he doesn't believe us.
But either way, if he doesn't know anything about the ink monsters, then I guess our business here is done, and we'll leave.
He will
Lord
say,
Marcellus, I have a
Lord-
question for you.
"Speak, tiny human."
Let's say you are correct. That we are making this up. And that your wife isn't in danger. What if you're wrong? And what if we were telling the truth? Can you afford to allow that to be the case?
Oh.
Oh! I'll tell you what, Orion. You're kind of like preying on his. And you don't know the history of the Gith, so you're kind of preying on I would say a sore emotion in their history with that one.
I'm at this point. I'm
So-
basically preying on how well he loves his wife.
Yeah. Basically, Orion, what you don't know is both in universe and out of universe is the Gith were once slaves. So, and they literally had to like overthrow their oppressors, and then they started infighting and warring against each other. So, you saying that kind of prickles a bone a bit in him. So I'll tell you what. Even though you didn't mean to be so crafty with your words there, I will let you make one more persuasion check, but a neutral one.
I didn't make a check at all anyway.
You don't have. Do you want to use your advantage on it?
I'll go again. See if
I mean,
get
you
a
want to
higher
use
one.
your inspiration? Did you want it? No, I meant not advantage. Did you want to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. Then you remember, if you use it now, you can't use it later. Not till another log rest, or I give you one.
What do I roll then?
You roll, for your inspiration, or no?
Yes.
Oh, he's doing it. Then just re-roll your persuasion check.
wait,
and inspiration lets you.
Wait, it's a persuasion check. Why don't you just add? Oh, yeah. Why don't you just add the thing on it? The one thing. The tactical
actually,
mind or whatever.
You can,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
instead
actually
of-
tactical mind this.
Instead of just
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
true. Yeah, you can.
can I?
yeah.
Yeah, you can. This is what tactical mind is for. It's for skill checks. You know, yeah. Save your inspiration. Save your inspiration. And use tactical mind instead.
Okay. Let me see. On and
Roll
off.
a-
If I'll use a use of second wind to add a D10 to this.
I mean, technically,
Okay.
you could use both.
True, but he rolled an 8. So if he kept the inspiration, I would have.
Well, to be fair, the
take
first
it
one was a
as
12.
Yeah, I know. Tactical
So
mind.
let's see what let's see how that goes.
Roll a
Is it
D10.
just slash roll or
Slash roll.
Just.
Just 10.
Oh,
You know
well,
what?
how much is that?
16. That's not bad.
doesn't win is the question.
To earn his complete trust, no.
No,
But-
wait, and I will say this: if it is a fail,
Yeah.
it doesn't waste the second wind, and then for the 8, he could try rolling another D10. He could get up to 18 technically.
If I
Yeah, but he would have.
failed,
he would have to
the
keep
second use
inspiration for that.
isn't the second wind use isn't used.
Well, all I'm saying is he could potentially get higher if he just rolls higher the D10 for the second roll.
Yeah, but he rolled the second roll with an inspiration, and I'm giving him the chance to keep his inspiration.
Yeah, I'm keeping the inspiration, just using tactical mind instead.
Oh, okay, I thought we were just
Yeah.
blowing everything.
No, we're not blowing everything.
Although
I will say,
think I get what
Orion.
he means is it possible I could have that if I still failed with the tactical mind, could have just rolled the tac mind again?
But I will say this succeeds. But it is not enough. It is not like a super success. You do not earn his complete trust, but you succeed. It is a 16. 16 is not
It's
bad.
like a case of you make a good point.
So he will say this. My wife is a very precious part of my budding kingdom. So no, I cannot afford something to happen to her. Your words have reached me, even if I do not like it. So very well. I will not aid you. But if you manage to bring her to me, then I will ensure that perhaps there is some form of truth to your words. Her name is Zariel. And I'll just write it for you.
I'll say, because I'm not sure how you were saying that. The question is whether or not she will also agree to come with us. Should we prove to be right or not?
She is a noble woman of the Gith. If you speak to her of me, then she will no doubtedly believe you. All right.
Orion makes a mental plan on how to approach the wife, having an idea in mind.
She should be easily recognizable. She is wearing the armor of the Gith.
Well, if she looks anything like you, she should stand out quite well. Orion explains with a teasing smile, showing he's not being mean, he's just poking fun at it.
I would advise you not make jokes of my race. My people have been through enough, human. Lest you meet the end of a sword.
Oh,
Such was not my intention, my lord. I also apologize for the nerve my words had struck. It was not my intention to do such a thing. More just to persuade you to at least believe our words. And I thank you for allowing us this chance to prove ourselves.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Anyway, he will say, you will not be able to easily ascertain my wife by her appearance, as she is dressed in the armor of the Gith, and her face is obscured by a helm with a red fan, with red fanning.
Well, it's got like a Spartan helmet almost.
A helmet or a mask.
No, I mean like with the red plume on top of it, basically like a Spartan helmet or stereotypical Roman helmet.
Yeah, kind of a red plume, but more out the back of it, not at the top.
wonder who that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's put it together yet.
Who, me? Probably not, considering I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, not you, brother. Not you.
I know.
Oh, okay. As long
I know.
as he knows.
I was muted. I didn't realize I was muted. I was talking, but I know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
I'm the one that's lost, which makes it even funnier.
Once I heard this
That
version, I'm like,
it's
oh no, not like this.
Toy tracks
it's
all the powerful women.
It's
All
that's
the time.
actually incredibly accurate. Yes.
his
I'm
his
lost.
wife is Termina. His wife is
He, wa-
Termina.
Oh.
I mean, he wasn't paying attention to the wine tasting. So
That's fair. That is
Yeah,
fair.
you forget. I was lost because I was also not really paying attention to that second part inside the mansion.
I'm not in there. I ain't listening.
Like I was listening, but I also wasn't really paying attention the whole time.
Boring.
Hey, dude. To be fair, I did
Take
say
the
I was going to be
channel.
watching my show the whole time when we went back to them.
All right. That's enough. With the revelation of the Gith and their involvement somehow, as well as the breakout of enraged, seemingly mindless attacks in the midst of the wine tasting, and a suspicious plot unfurling on the grounds of the Crestview estate. We'll find out how deep the roots of darkness go on the next episode of Ink and Easel. And that is where we'll call the session.
Before we stop,
I want to thank you.
I
Yes,
I
sir.
have one last thing from Orion to say to Marcellus.
Okay. Go for it.
On my honor as both a man and a warrior, I promise you, we will bring her back here safely.
All right.
And he says this basically staring Marcellus in the eyes to show he's being serious about this.
Okay. Fair enough. However, the Githyan Kai are not known to be easily persuaded. Let's just say that.
So the fact that he did obviously means a lot.
Well, it's not just convincing him. You're going to have to talk to Termina about that one. And yeah, that's gonna be a whole can of worms that we're gonna have to open.
Which is why Orion is making a mental plan on how to approach her. Because even he's aware if it was hard to convince Lord Marcellus to go along with them, or rather to allow them this chance, it's going to be just as hard, if not harder, to convince her to leave.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
which is why he's planning not to until the fight is over.
Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me every week, making my dream come alive. Without the players, I have no one to DM for. So I hope everyone had a good time, and it's nice to see everyone back on the return of Ink and Easel. Been forever. And unfortunately, next week it's also not going to be the same. But Toy, will you be here?
Yeah, I'll be here next week.
Okay, then we will continue without Marok, unfortunately. But hopefully next time.
He gets lost on the way back to the mansion.
But we'll go ahead and do a favorite, least favorite. Toy, go ahead, sir, because I know you're probably about to have to head off. So.
Favorite? Happy to be back. Always. I feel like I say that every other week now because that's what it feels. In session favorite? It's well, I guess curious about what's gonna happen next. Didn't expect to see Gith. I think it's the first time we've seen Gith in any of your campaigns so far.
And I've never even heard of them until now, so hence why I didn't know what was going on entirely.
Yeah, they're very honestly. I only know about them because Baldur's Gate 3. Before that, I had no idea they existed. But yeah.
Name one Gith. Name two, actually.
Oh, well, I can't name two. I can name one.
Other. Name one other, bro.
No.
Name one
I can name two.
I mean, he can name Marcel now.
True.
Bro,
and by technicality, Termina.
One solo leveling character can't name more than one Gith character.
I haven't even watched solo leveling yet.
Oh, I know you haven't talked about it.
Oh, before
I've been meaning to, but I haven't even watched it yet.
For Orion and Marok, before you, I haven't closed the stream.
Oh, leave it up.
Yeah, open it back up one more time because I want to show. I'll let Marok and Orion see this.
I've already turned my computer off.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll show I'll show everybody else and Maru. So, the thing that you weren't able to see was this. It was that I had hiding on the map.
Yeah,
Oh,
look.
wait, 1 second. I think the.
The boat. Or...
Oh, the
Wait
boat. I
for it.
see it now.
The boat.
Yeah, they had a spelljammer with them that, if you had engaged them in combat, would have immediately opened fire on you with cannons.
Morel, jump on
it
it.
was invisible. It was invisible behind him. That was where he came from.
Just have just fucking domain
what-
domain expansion. Like just water and a boat appears behind him. Like what?
Expansion. Die.
He's got to use one of his special abilities, Black Flash.
Oh my god.
Lair action. Like, wait, what do you mean lair action?
Yeah, actually though, like it would have been it would have been initiative count 20 lair action. It would have opened fire on you with cannons. But you didn't fight them. Honestly, you weren't supposed to fight them because they're not actually behind it. So, but on the
That
off
gives
chance that because
so much context to her statements now. Sorry, go on.
I mean, I don't even think
Yes.
Bart, like, they could even stand up against fucking Bert.
Oh yeah, Bert might solo.
but
Bert solos them. No.
But Gith are, I mean, if you know their lore, they are incredibly, specifically the Gith Yonkai are incredibly aggressive, and they are the warriors. Like, they are the warrior of half of the Gith race, so...
Why am I
They
getting
are-
flashbacks to that one lizard man tribe we had to deal with? The ones that, like, Orion basically had to stare him down the whole time he was talking.
Basically, yeah, but the Gith are a little bit more, like, Marcel is here, and the only reason he's diplomatic is because his wife is here. So, any other time, he would have just been like, nah, I'm just gonna kill you and take everything you own.
Yeah. And any other time he wouldn't have even he wouldn't have even bothered to, like, warn us or talk to us. He'd have just opened fire and killed us straight away.
Basically. But yeah, I had a spell jammer hidden on the map, so that was just on the off if you fought them.
Hilarious.
But also, this is not all of them. This is only half the crew.
Of course. I'm pretty sure the rest of the crew is on top of on the ship,
Oh no, they're not.
Oh.
or sprinkled around Termina,
Hey, there you go. He got
like
there.
hiding and keeping watch on her. I'd imagine.
He got there. He got there.
It's all-
Anyway,
it's all
continue.
coming together. Well, the Terminator reveal at the end was also another favorite.
Thank you, sir.
Gives a lot of context to what she was saying.
Yeah,
I was like,
honestly, if
is she
this was
from?
like a
Red.
honestly, if
Red,
this was like an anime or a
Red. Stop. It is not your turn, sir.
oh no, I know. I just wanted to point something out.
I know,
With
but
the
you can do
reveal
it on
bit.
your turn. You can do it on your turn. Continue, Toy. This is your turn.
Oh, it gives us a lot of context to what she was saying, which is nice. Which is nice. Not that Soren knows this in character, so he's just gonna keep trying to be friends. But
That's gonna be an awkward conversation.
yeah. Do you have any least favorites?
I do.
No least favorites.
Now, Red, you can take your turn. Favorite, least favorite, and say what you want to say.
Yeah, okay. In terms of what I wanted to say, which was that bit about the Termina reveal. Honestly, if this was being made as like a anime or a movie, then as Marcellus was describing what his wife looked like, the camera would have basically the perspective would have shifted back to show Termina.
Yeah.
Like
But
that's just what
I
I'm
had to-
saying. I'm thinking.
Yeah, it would have, but I had to do it from the perspective of two people that had no idea what was going on, and also I wanted to keep the description just a little bit vague because if you weren't paying attention, you probably wouldn't have realized it was her. It was Termina. So
I mean, I wasn't, so I didn't know.
Make it.
Like I said, I was like the entire time we were back at the wine tasting for their side. I was basically watching the episode of Kamen Rider for that I didn't get to just watch live. So
Yep. Do your favorite, least favorite now, sir.
honestly, I think my favorite part is frankly two things. One, meeting Bert. My God, just my God, this man. Two is honestly the fact that I was able to convince Marcellus, even if it was just barely.
Yeah.
Like okay, I got the 16 to convince him. How close was that to failing?
If you had rolled any less, you would have completely failed.
Okay, so I literally only just managed to convince him.
Yeah, you got it on the dot.
Okay.
That's why I was kind of tossing and turning it in my head. Was like, but I let it pass because.
To be honest, when I meant with that last bit about pointing out, about like trying to basically, even if it was unintentional, like preying on the love he has for his wife, which considering he mentions he was here because of her, is what sparked me to think, okay, he clearly does have a lot of care for her. Maybe I can use that to try and convince him. That's why part of me was thinking you were going to give me advantage on that last persuasion roll because of it.
Oh no, you were never going to get advantage because he's a Gith and he doesn't like you. He doesn't like anybody that is also not a Gith. So, and even then,
he's racist like a Dalek.
Basically, yeah, and he also hates the complete other half of his race, who are called the Githzerai. Like that's the other half of the Gith race, and they hate each other. They cannot stand each other.
But I think my favorite part was the fact that I was able to convince him, namely by pointing out that he clearly does care for his wife. Otherwise, he wouldn't even be here, much less entertaining our attempts to talk. And that, as he himself points out, given his fledgling kingdom, he cannot afford to even entertain the chance that he's wrong and that she is in danger and could get killed because of what we're warning him about.
Yep.
He may not like it, or he may not like us, or the fact that we could be right, but he can't afford that chance.
Yep. He's also got a spell jammer with him, so he's pretty confident that if you're lying, he will just blast you into pieces. Like, not that I don't think you could take him. I'm pretty sure both you and Marok together could probably take Marcel and beat him in a fight or in a combat.
Yeah,
but
honestly,
he has a shot.
My last resort, if I had actually known about the Gith, this is assuming I actually knew about the race, which I don't.
That would be metagaming.
Like me, the player. Like metagaming, this is me as the player. If I had actually known about the Gith, then my last final resort would have basically been almost like a duel. If I win, you help us. If I lose, we walk away.
I mean, that's in character for Orion. I would believe you'd come to that conclusion.
Like that would have basically been his final option, because he obviously doesn't want to fight, and he knows that if they did try to fight out, clearly they're doing this to try and tone things down. So he would have just challenged Marcellus alone as a duel as a warrior. If we win, you agree to help us. If I lose, then we walk away, and we walk away, and you can just forget about what we said.
Yeah. Got anything else for me? Any other favorites? I
can't really think of anything of a least favorite. So, I think that's about it.
All right. If you wanted to head off, sir, then we're going to continue down the line. All right.
See y'all later.
Back to the top of the list. Ivy. See you later, bro. Favorite, least favorite.
Hello. Favorite, least favorite. Oh, damn, I meant the top. I guess I started streaming again. Anyway. Favorite. At that part where Soren was caught staring at some guy, and then tried playing it off by just looking around the room. that one made me laugh especially. It's just getting caught and just like continuing to look around.
Gotta be subtle.
Gotta be subtle.
Yeah. Gotta be subtle. Yeah. Yeah, and also, I hope you realize now that it makes sense why she was so perceptive is because she's a Gith, so
Yep.
she's just got high perception.
It all came together.
The subtle cues.
True. And I enjoyed the development with inside the winery. Gonna be and there was, I didn't expect Gift to show up. Definitely underused race. Not that I think it's a bad race. I just don't see it very often.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It opens up for an interesting avenue.
What's a good and bad race, Ivy? What's your racial tier list?
What's my racial tier list? I'll break it down real quick.
What's your race tier list, man?
What's your racism tier list?
What's my racism tier list?
Whoa!
I don't know. I feel like L's would be like at the bottom. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay.
Can't say that.
It's true. They're the most racist.
They are the most racist.
I know, but that's the race. That's for the racist tier list.
I don't want to hear anyone say, you know what, when someone's talk about racism.
Okay, like bottom would be L's, and then I think like Dwagar.
Opinionated Florida man about races. Oh no. Oh no.
See, any answer, but I love all of them is just wrong.
I don't know. I mean, like name one thing about Dwagars, and it can't be about the slavery.
They are cool. They are cool, pale skinned stone dwarves.
They're not even pale.
Are they not? I thought they had gray skin.
Like
it's like dark skin.
They're very dark.
It's like the opposite of logic. Like you'd think being in the Underdark would give you pale skin, but no, it's just fucking dark.
You're not an elite racist like Ivy. Know that. Anyway. Anything else, Ivy?
Well, I don't want to leave it off on that, so I guess I have to find something else to talk about. It was interesting seeing Murphy try to hit it off with the soft heart. Interesting to see where that ship goes.
How's the Tinder profile looking? The silence.
No, I'm just eating some peanut butter.
Munch it.
It's a peanut butter fudge shake from what's it called? Cookout.
Damn, that sounds good though.
It is.
And I guess like the powder keg that is Orion getting into situations.
True, always. That was so much of that.
No, stop, please.
There was so much of that in the first campaign that you weren't part of, Ivy, because you weren't playing with us yet. There was a lot of that.
I don't feel like I'm missing.
The fucking Wanteen.
No, you.
Oh, there's like dozens of us. There's like 1,000 of them. I was like, Orion, chill. Somehow he got like a 1920 or some shit like that. Because Bragg's like, all right, disadvantage, and then he just rolled good. It's like, oh, okay. That's the Orion special.
Yep.
True. Oh, he's got the he's got like the I don't know, like Toy is a little chaotic, but Orion is like the chaotic stupid. But whenever he gets himself into a situation, he usually just rolls good, and it never gets punished.
Never punished in a different direction.
Yeah, never punished in a different direction. Like Toy's play style is not chaotic stupid. It's more like chaotic inquisitive.
Just he pushes up his glasses every now and again. That's the difference. He fucking
But
pulls out
Orion
a
will,
pack solution. Just
but Orion will literally just yap himself into bad situations.
anything else, Ivy?
I do not think I have anything else. I will pass the mic.
Listen, I said what I said to him in a teasing way. It's like,
Is it my turn yet?
look at it. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Murphy. Favorite, least favorite.
My favorite when you were like, you're talking about that Oxford guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'm from a land across the sea," and I was like, "Oh my god, just like that one setting, like lands across the sea trademark." Whoa! I wonder if that means anything. Anyway, he lied on his Tinder profile. He said he was 6'5". He's definitely like just 6'2". So I can't handle a lie. Yeah, it was cool talking to him. Good role playing, good fun. I will never play in a combat session ever, unfortunately. So
True.
cool.
Should have played a
Alright.
bard.
Should have played a bard. Should have played a barbarian in the fucking campaign where I played a bard. Had like
Should have played a barbarian.
Fucking had 4 expertises, Braxton. When the fuck I get to use them? Can't wait to use this fucking weapon mastery thing. I heard it's pretty cool, Braxton. Can't wait to use it.
I don't know. Show up.
Oh, just show up, why don't I? That's a
Yeah,
lie.
I work 5 fucking days a week, and I still DM every Saturday.
Motherfucker, I don't get to choose my schedule. I do now, but I didn't. Anyway. Kai is always I forgot how Kai plays, where he's just like, I'm a ninja. He's got the boots on. He's locked the fuck in. He's stealthy, sneaking. Kaizoro's the wallflower. He's looking, learns key information, but is so stealthy he even hides it from his own party. Joke.
I
But
always think of Kai's. I always think of Kai's play style is just walking around being like,
and then everyone ignores his insights, and then he's proven right every single time. And this does not stop. He like ever. Kai will literally say the answer, and then we will just go. Anyway, well, what we're talking about? But anyway, I'll probably rewatch the session because I was moving stuff around. That's definitely my least favorite, just so I can get a good grip on everything that happened. Other than that, that's about it. I'll hand over to Kai.
all right, you heard him. Take us home, Kai.
Well, I mean that session was no, I'm joking. No, it was pretty good. I like you know what? Being like that, being stealthy or invisible and just kind of scouting, seeing everything. Well, seeing most things at least. Pretty cool. The only like this is one of those situations where I need like message or something like one of those ones where I can like give someone a message just without having to, I guess, just whisper in their ear. Oh,
Hit him with the. Hey, what you doing with that? Make him drop his wine all over the place.
I mean, shit. If I got to save one person, then I guess. You didn't consider everyone's was laced. Fucking damn.
You didn't consider all the nameless NPCs.
Oh, what is it that? No, I don't. I like doing the whole like kind of seeing intel gathering while invisible at like a as a meeting of some sort. It's pretty cool scenario. I didn't mind that. Wish I got to the cliffhanger of the cellar room. I wish I got to see it, know what's going on down there.
Hopefully that's where we'll start next session.
Am I getting like time alone before the them comes down, or
Yeah, you'll hear the commotion from down there.
okay? Other than that, the other side adventure seems pretty interesting. The Gith race, pretty cool. You know, expanding that the use of races. Um, yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's much else. Kind of just omega intrigue. So yeah.
Ooh, intrigue campaign.
Should have took the fucking linguist speak.
Also, that's all that too, and having them languages. But that the other thing I wasn't really like, it didn't really happen in the session, but the thing after that you showed up this just the ship on the water just appearing behind them. Just there wasn't water there before, but now there is. Just like, I don't know, that looked funny.
Yeah.
Just
It's behind
don't. That's why I imagine it's a domain expansion. Just like, just like, oh, that'd be kind of crazy. That's about it though.
All right. My favorite. I thought everything was good.
Wait, so did
Enjoyed.
Toy go already?
Yeah, I let him go first because
Oh
I figured
shit!
he would have to go.
I'm still here.
He's still here.
As long as I've gone at one, so I usually just hang around till one, or until everyone's done.
You can redo. I don't know if Kai heard yours. So if you wanted to redo them.
No, I think I did. I did. It's still happening in the background. Didn't remember.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, my favorite. I enjoyed setting up the intrigue. The recap, catching everybody up didn't take as long as I expected it to, and everybody kind of fell back into place pretty quickly. Even if there was some stuff that was missed, everybody really good at kind of slowly getting back into the rhythm a little bit. The bounce back kind of crazy. I'm impressed. But yeah, I enjoyed setting everything up. I'm enjoying the layers. The onion. The onion is pretty good. But yeah, I like all the little stuff this campaign. This campaign had a lot of little stuff that built up into bigger stuff, which was neat. The whole slow setup into all of the payoffs was fun with the poison and the discussion about it and the introduction of like the nobility language and all of that little homebrew thing. Adding the GIF in is fun. Because now that I'm kind of expanding things a little bit with like building up, setting out there with Starfinder and stuff like that, I can actually use the GIF, which I couldn't really before because I didn't have nothing prepared for that. But now that I have Starfinder to run space campaigns, I can use the GIF. Fuck.
I can't wait until
But
like they show up in combat and they just pull out a fucking AR-15, like yo, like it's like oh, real. He's like, oh, behold, dragon's breath. Oh, like a spell. Oh no, not like the spell.
fucking unleashing cannon fire from the Spelljammer. Fireball!
I just say fucking like you see like one motherfucker dolphin dive with like fucking akimbo OP90s or some shit.
Oh
Just
my
like
God.
oh god.
Cone of cold.
Man, that kind of smooth up. Oh wait, what does that mean?
No, I
But
can't wait to give these motherfuckers a kill streaks.
but yeah, lot I liked everything. Nothing really nothing really too crazy. I just had a decent little time. Session, everything was mostly prepared, so I didn't have to do too much work setting up the session today. I think I did maybe like an hour worth of prep work, and that was it. Because most everything was ready from last week. Ugh. But yeah, I enjoyed introducing the little stuff. So the Fortunatos as the wine tasters and their little symbol that they do, and Termina being the Gith in the mask the entire time. But yeah, I accidentally spoiled that Termina was a she when I
Yeah,
because
he's
I was like, my brain was like,
her rapier. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
oh, there it is. Yeah,
yeah, oops.
that's okay. Soren in
But
character is still unsure.
yeah, he is. But yeah, Termina's a cool character. There's still more to do with her. She's not really super crucial to the plot. This is more of a side quest. Like her her thing with Marcel is more of a side quest. It's not really part of the core plot because that was more of the Giths were more of a red herring, but or I guess more of a red herring into a side quest. But there's more. There's more to do, more to see, and more plot to uncover. But yeah, just an intrigue session. But there'll be some combat coming soon. I mean, there could have been some combat if Murphy really wanted to hit something. He would have just attacked the Gith. Make it easy. Easy mode. Free combat right there. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say. I just had a good time. I was glad. I think my biggest favorite was I was glad to have everybody back. Tired of I'm tired of running sessions for like 2, 3, maybe 4 people at a time. Like, I want everybody to be here.
This was honestly a really weird 3 months for me, so I should be good now. Me and Jasper are almost done getting everything completely done life-wise. I'm about to get out of orientation. I have my own schedule and it's not fucked. So I'll at least be around a lot more.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to stop all that life stuff. You have to get back into D&D.
Bro, dude,
I know.
My mom was literally like, "Oh, do you miss playing D&D? And now you don't anymore." It's like, okay, it's not dead. They didn't kill. I just can't right now.
Your D&D's on a farm upstate.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
It's like I'm gonna play it again eventually. It's just not right now. So,
it is kind of funny that your mom is the kind of person that's like, if you're not doing it, it doesn't exist anymore.
do you miss playing D&D? Yes, obviously. It's not gone. It's like, well, you don't play D&D anymore. I was like, okay. Anyway, happy to be back.
It's like we're still doing it. Like, even if you can't always attend, there's the D&D's still there. But I'm glad everything's working out life-wise. But yeah, it will be good to have you back. But unfortunately, you can't be here next Saturday. So, what does it even amount to?
Oh my god. I'm literally after next Saturday. I will have like 5 weeks in a row where I will have my Saturday. Now I will say I'm definitely not going to be able to do like Saturdays and Sundays at the same time. As I'd definitely be like a thing where I got to pick one or the other. But I could definitely do one at a time. And I'm already kind of stuck with Saturday, so we'll see what I pick in the future. So You know,
Yeah.
not that.
All right.
It's just But anyway, good to be back. Hope everybody's good. Congratulations on being.
Yes, sir.
Are you actually a manager?
No. I'm qualified now to be a manager. I'm assistant manager. So
Ah, jeez. Don't become a manager.
I don't know. You get to make.
Don't.
You get salary.
You don't. That's a bad thing.
Salary's awful. Do not do salary.
Don't do salary.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't do it. You don't want to be on call.
Like he isn't already on call.
Yeah, but it's more on call. Now it's actually part of your job description. Oh, it's your day off. Too bad. Not anymore. I wouldn't.
I will say that.
Go do bigger and greater things. That's the whole reason that you wanted to do this. Remember that.
Yeah. But I don't know. That assistant manager paycheck every week looks pretty nice.
Bro.
Don't become my dad.
Bro. Put up. Bro.
All right. Well,
Don't do it.
either way, whatever I do, I don't know. I'll find out. I'll figure it out.
That is between
But I
you
owe
and
my
Go ahead.
manager another year anyway. So
You don't owe anybody shit. you don't owe fucking anyone shit. You owe yourself everything. Hell no.
well, my manager has done a lot for me and has been really like I would not be assistant manager without her vouching for me.
Bro, there's so many other people. You don't do it. Okay, okay, we don't need to cook the poor guy. But I'm just saying, real talk. Remember the whole reason you want to do this. Go do some bigger and greater shit, man. That's the whole reason you want to do this in the first place. Don't lose sight of that. Don't be stuck at Dollar General.